I get a few little things out of the way because I kind of missed them when we were doing the session 0, because I was a little preoccupied with the character creation process. So first of all, a little bit of update info so that you have a bit of an idea of both where you are and what the world is currently like, at least in the local land. So, in recent history, first, this is my home campaign setting of Turra, or that's the planet's name. I'm still working on a Cosmos name. But this is my home setting, world of Turra, which for the past 80 years, people believed dragons were extinct. Well, in the current year of 592 AR, which I'll get into what AR means because that is a second kind of important but less impactful thing, dragons have suddenly returned as living forces of natural destruction. Our campaign will be starting within the borders of a kingdom called Arkesia, which has had half of its land completely destroyed by these dragons and their cultist-like dragonborn followers. Now, luckily for you, recently, the dragons have left northward, and the land is attempting to re-stabilize itself. But the violent followers of these dragons, known as the Revivalists, are still prominent in these lands and still technically claim the capital. The city our game will be starting in, and in which the guild is centered, is Blue Garden, which is not that far from the capital, but thanks to a nasty swamp and a set of mountains, you're pretty well protected here. The other thing is AR stands for the dating. AR stands for After Reclamation, which is the other kind of big thing that while not everybody cares as much about it anymore, some characters might have lived long enough to know about it. So AR, like I said, stands for After Reclamation, which means, which is referring to the fact that before the first year of the Reclamation, the gods had abandoned mortals, and this world had been completely devoid of any divine magic of any kind, save for a few very rare miracles. The Reclamation event, which is the marking event of the current calendar, was a moment where the world heard the voice of the gods again, and clerics and divine magic was restored. And not all civilizations have gotten accustomed to that being back. An example would be dwarves and elves, who live long enough that some of them were alive to witness it, and so not all of them are completely used to it just yet. But none of that really matters. See, what really matters here is you guys will be joining Burnwolf's Guild of Adventurers, the guild set up by one of the people who slew the last dragon, or believed last dragon. A great hero of the local lands, and of whom keeps disappearing, but he has set up a guild of which will be able to help deal with those problems that he does not. Each of you has started on your own lengthy paths, depending on where you came from, to arrive here and join the guild. And you will be getting your entry quest, but first you have to make your appearance within the guild hall and finalize your submission, and of course get the quest itself. So let's start out with character introductories. So let's go with, I'll start with that one. Okay. So, from the great rock strongholds across the sea, one who bears power in their blood makes their way toward the fairly decently sized guild hall. RainbowHandsoap, would you like to introduce your character?
Sure. So yeah, Falgorhiem, Soul Carver. He's a dwarf. Stands about 4'2". He's got a long beard that goes down to about his chest. It's a darkish red hair, or darkish red in color. He's got, I guess, a stout face. He's got a, maybe stout's not the right word. Got a big old dwarven nose. He's got glasses that go up again, or he's got glasses that are maybe a little too big for him, but they seem worn, and it seems like he's been wearing them for a while. Just wears some basic robes and rags. Nothing. It's a bit, or his clothes are a bit fancy, but they're nothing to write home about, I guess is the way to put it. But yeah, he just, I guess he just has his face buried in a book and looks as though that's what he's used to be doing.
All right. Well, you find yourself before the door. It's a large single door, but large enough a giant could step through it.
Ah, this must be it. And he'll
Yeah, and there is garish text above the door, of course, written in bright golden paint, Burnwolf's Guild of Adventurers.
Yeah, he'll just put his book away and then walk in, I suppose, try to push open the door if he can.
Alright, you can move your token as you see fit across the map.
I don't think I control my token.
You don't control your token.
I don't have vision, or at the very least.
You're owner.
Oh, yeah.
Weird. Well, let's just kill the doppelganger. Pop, does that work now?
Speaking of, I don't have a token that I can see.
That's because I haven't placed your token on the map yet. Oh shoot, you know what? This will help everybody out. Token vision is not required to see this map.
There we go.
Okay.
That'll help.
I will just deactivate the need for token vision.
All
for the
right.
time being, at least.
Let's see if that works now. Yeah.
And you are not gridlocked, so you can actually move yourself in any kind of position.
Hello. Well, it says on the door this is the guild, Burnwolf's guild.
The figure standing at the desk is kind of just got a book with a series of papers stuffed in it that he's just kind of thumbing over as you speak to him. Yes. You must be one of the new people. Don't be bothered by the emptiness of the space. Most of the others are out on their own jobs. What was your name so I can get you written down?
Falgorhiem, Soul Carver.
Alright, and he will carve that down on one of the pieces of paper, which he will then take out of his book and place down. Alright, well, I've got you listed. Go ahead and take a seat. You'll be waiting for others so that you can take a quest with them. And he will nod.
Sounds great. I will just sit right there so I can just have an idea of anyone who, or just see anybody who comes through the door.
Okay. Alright. Back to the front of the space. Alrighty. A local to these lands, born with sacred blood, brightens the doorway with song and with presents pop. Sorry. Gabensaw, would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. So, Raza Hevil, she doesn't know much about herself or why she has her silver hair. She grew up traveling pretty much with a gypsy troupe in the local lands and was born of a one-night stay of her mom and the troupe and performing at an inn. She is 5'6". She's got the silver hair. She's got pink eyes. She's always got her lute on her. She carries a short bow, short sword, and wears leather armor underneath her garish but slightly worn entertainer outfit. She's always quick to a smile and quick to a song.
All right. So, you can. All right. One moment. All right. So, and to help you understand how the program kind of works with you, you can move your token by clicking and dragging it. You can also hold down Control and drag. That's really good for in combat, so you can measure how many feet you move. And then you can press space and it'll execute the movement in that mode. The other way is to use your arrow keys, which will move you 1 square's worth of distance. Yeah. You'll find a kind of elderly man. The art is fairly well depictive. Reading some kind of book with a number of papers plastered on one side.
Hello, sir. I think this is where I'm supposed to be.
You must be another one of the new adventurers. Yes, I just need your name, and then you can take a seat, and we'll get your quest to you once we have all the participants present.
All right. Exciting. New friends. The name is Raza Hevil.
All right, Raza Hevil, and he will grab the page that he put down and put it in the book and write your name in, and then put it back down and continue reading.
Right. I will head over and just lightly strum on my lute, watching anyone who comes from the door.
Okay. All right. One moment. I've got to set somebody's token properly because I currently butchered this a little bit. All right. So let's see who is going to be next. All right. Let's go with that. With a heart of fire and muscles to boot, a figure's thundering steps quake the foothold of the guild hall. Kauzric, would you like to introduce your character?
So he has long hair, kind of more of a chiseled face. I wouldn't say isn't quite quick to anger, but you don't want to anger him. He packs a heavy hit when he's irritated. He's not one for necessarily holding on to lots of gold or lots of material things. As long as he's got his armor and his weapons, he is good. He likes to just help around and do what he can.
some reason it won't let me. There you go. There you are in the bar now. Alright, so, as before, you can click and drag your character. There you go. There's a man reading.
Excuse me, sir. I believe I am here to help.
Ah, yes, you must be another one of the recruits. I just need your name, and a few of your others have arrived as well. Points. I just need your name, and you can take a seat and wait till the remainder of your companions will arrive for the mission that you'll be sent on.
Ah, good. My name is Kauzric.
Alright, Kauzric. Is there a family name to that?
Nope.
Oh, alright. And he will write down your name and go back to his reading. Well, that'll be an easy one. Alright. Okay. That. I'll pick the next one. Although an opportunity. Huh. Place is starting to fill up a little bit.
Yeah. Taking notice.
Alright. Okay. Alright. One whose life is bound with curses and blessings. Shrouded in a mask, his shadow crosses the threshold. Pentolope, would you like to introduce your character?
Well, there will be some of an introduction now. He is Tarrlok is a stubborn fellow, and he is currently wearing a white mask and black cloak to conceal his identity.
Oh, right.
He stands about 6 feet tall.
I forgot to share the character arts for the last two. Look at this cool guy walk in.
Hello, I'm here to sign up for an adventure.
Ah, yes. Well, we have a job starting to form. We're just collecting the agents for it. If you'll just give me your name, I can get you entered in on that.
Tarrlok.
Tarrlok. Okay. And no family name?
No.
Alright, second one to have that. That's alright, some make their name here. Well, take a seat. We'll be providing some food in a moment, but your companions will arrive soon. Okay. A shadowy figure will wander past. They're all just by yourself over here.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. With strength and vigor of faith, one who has come from a land of curses and the scar-born brings forth their name through the foothold. Kolobius, would you like to introduce your character?
I would. Outside the door, you see a dwarf that swings his heavy hammer off his shoulder, and the ground vibrates as the head hits the ground. He looks around with a ruddy, sun-tanned face with a large, bushy beard of auburn hair. not impressed by what he sees. These humans don't know how to build. This would never last in the scar. You may notice a thick, heavy iron chain around his neck with a large icon of an anvil that sits heavy on his chest.
Alright. And as with the others, you can move your character around by clicking and dragging. Control, drag, and space can also execute a movement. Or you can use arrow keys to move one square at a time. Oh, and I'll note that for control drag, you can add extra points by clicking another time.
How you execute it.
Space.
Space.
Yeah. The fellow is attempting to get back to reading his book.
Ignore him then.
Just take a seat. All right.
Yep.
Hey, look, you got a friend.
Yeah. Hello.
What's good to drink?
I don't think anything here is going to be good to drink.
Bah. Probably piss water anyway.
Oh, might as well be.
All right. Okay. And for the last. Of cunning skill and narrow street work, one whose life has always been marked by the blood of evil, though perhaps not evil himself, breaches the foothold. Alright, KershawsGoat, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, so Penumbra, if you can share his picture.
Show players. Pop.
There you go.
I hope I've been sharing the others. I sometimes forget the button.
He is a tiefling, relatively average height, stands about 5'3". Skin is dark purple. His hair is nearly black with kind of a red tinge to it. He is wearing worn studded leather armor, a couple pouches on his belt, and a couple of daggers at his side. You notice a tail trailing behind him, and on his fingers, instead of normal fingers, they come to clawed points. He has his hood up because most people tend to be suspicious of tieflings.
There's a man reading a book as well as a pair of dwarves, and well, there's this cool guy in the corner and this hot guy over here. And somebody's playing some music.
He's gonna approach the guy reading the book. Be like, this is the guild.
Oh, right, yes.
Okay. Anywhere specific I should sit?
Well, first I need you to just give me your name so I can write it down, and then take any seat you'd like and sit wherever you would like. I will be waiting for just... Oh, when did he get here? We will actually not be waiting for very long. We'll get you some food, and I'll take care of some business.
Okay, I'm Penumbra.
Penumbra. All right. Any family name?
Does it look like I have a family?
Well, some. I don't make judgment calls on that front, just have to ask. Alright. Okay. And I will note if you want to move a chair, I can help you pull that off, by the way.
I don't know. He's good over there by himself.
Alright. Alright. Guess I'd got to. And you will hear a loud of the door, of the book shutting. And he will just grab the paper. Hello. Are you here to join the guild's efforts?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
And you are the sixth one I was waiting for. I need your
It
name.
seems I was waiting for you.
Very well. I just need your name, and then we can start getting you registered for a quest with the companions in here. And he will gesture to the rest of the room, patrons. I would also advise that you get familiar with each other a little bit. But first, your name.
Thorman, good sir.
Ah, alright, Thorman. And is there a family name to that?
Runehammer. Of Clan Runehammer.
Alright. And he will write that down. Okay. Nia! They are all here. Come help me out. And this door will open. This lady will step through. And she will have this massive book of various papers stapled together, and she will plop it down, and they'll start sorting through all the different papers. Karina, get our guests food. Where are you? Blasted door is locked. Okay. The guests need food. Alright, it's on its way. Just didn't want it to go cold before they got here. Okay. Your food will be on the way. Sorry for not asking for orders, but we really only have a limited arrangement at the moment. Food is on the way. Food is on the way. Oh, food is on the way. And he will return and proceed with his work as they both go over the papers.
What a strange man.
Alright, so here is when I'll also introduce this. So
Penumbra
I know...
will remember that.
Yes. Actually, I should put your name on your token properly so it shows up on your character page. Pop, so if people hover over your token, they can see your name. Pop. I fixed some of them, I didn't fix all of them. Okay. And you. Kauzric. Display when hovered by anybody. Okay, pop, 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 pop. Alright, so here's when I'll also introduce this little bit of this program. So if ever you want to talk in character, it can help both for stream but also for each other to use the T key while hovering over your token will make this little speech bubble appear. Pop, pop, pop. So T makes speech bubble appear, and the Y key makes an arrow pointer, so you can point out things. Like, he's old. Laugh at his oldness. Yeah. I used to have another one, but it seems to be deactivated at the time, but that's okay, because it basically just does the same thing, but with a pointer. With, like, a hand finger. But yes, this will be time to allow you to interact with each other while I get some things ready and prepared on other fronts.
I can't say that I'm familiar with Clan Runehammer. I'm from the Soul Carver family myself. Do you hail from Inaznia? From don't remember the name of the city there. Fetch. Eh. Inishal.
I have been to Inishal, but I don't hail from there. I'm a little farther south.
Hmm. Well,
I grew up on the Scar, learning battles there.
you grew up in the Scar?
Is
Yes, in the Scar. They would call me Scarborn.
Well, that's most impressive. Most people would not dare to even set foot there for travel, even for maybe an hour or two, but to grow up there is a feat of its own.
Actually, I gotta activate something. So I'm gonna warn you guys in a moment. So I'm gonna activate the music. You can turn it down in global volume controls. You'll see a little music audio, which is a music note, the audio playlist. You can just go to your global volume controls and turn playlists down so that it's not too loud. Just so that there's some nice little ambience.
Well, I don't suppose you've been able to find any actually good drink here, in this side of the world. I've had some that I would call decent, but I've never found any that would quite compare to home.
Nothing ever compares to home, but perhaps your home has it better than I.
Perhaps. Well, maybe one day you'll make a visit back there, and we'll taste some fine drink together. But for now, I suppose we're stuck here. I suppose it's odd seeing another fellow kinsman over here, but I'm not gonna pry. I'm sure you have your reasons for coming here just as much as I have mine.
By the grace of Dwar'mak, I never want to set foot over there again. Are you fucking crazy?
A little bit.
This door will open, and food and drink. What are these hot messes talking about, if at all?
Thank you. So,
Here you go, love.
quite some hair. Thank you. And where do you come from? Kauzric, I believe is what I heard your name say.
He does not reply, for he is too hot for that. If you're talking, dude, we can't hear you right now.
Okay, I will be the one with the most glorious hair then.
hello, sirs.
Hello. There we
drinks
go. I got
Ah.
it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I switched headphones because my wireless ones were dying, and it's giving me problems right now. So, all right. What were those islands called again?
They were the Keshen Gate Isles.
Right. Yes, it is Kauzric. I hail from the Keshen Gate Isles, specifically one of the volcanoes.
That's a volcano. Oh, I have not seen one of those. I am well traveled in this area and not beyond that.
Well, traveling can be fun, but it can also be very weary. I don't tend to do it very often. I like to stay in a local group of people, but being where I was not getting a lot of work, per se. So I decided to venture out.
And travel is the reason I am here, to hopefully see more, or at least do more, and definitely learn more.
Ah. So what do you yourself use?
What do I use? And I'll
Tools,
just
weapons.
strum my lute a little more. This is my main tool. If hard pressed, I'll shoot a bow or stab something with a sword, but my lute here is my most trusted friend and most used tool.
Ah. Good. Very good.
And yourself? What do you use?
I prefer my Warhammer. Right, that is what I chose. Hold on.
Checking
I'm-
inventory.
My brain is mixing other characters.
You have a battle axe.
Battle axe.
That needs to be answered.
I prefer my battle axe and my shield personally. Shield to help me get closer, axe to help me chop off their heads.
Makes sense.
Right.
And you there, shrouded one.
Me?
Yes, I missed your name, and what's with the whole get up? I thought I'd be the only one in costume here.
Well, my name is Tarrlok. I prefer my appearance to be, well, more anonymous than most.
Understandable.
Ooh, he's a cool one. Lords, it's not dwarven ale, but it'll hold you over for the time being. Pop, pop.
I'm not even gonna take a sip.
Not dwarven ale. Not good enough.
You know, if you drink enough, anything's good.
I think I've been called Lord before.
Well, I prefer to keep my original tongue rather than rip it out.
Whatever that means.
I'm not drinking it.
Alright. And a drink for you. Winky face. Pop. And then she will make her way back. Grab food. Okay. Well, some of them are getting along. Ah, I think this one will work for them. Alright. Would be adventurous. I think we've got your job. Alright. It's a simple job. One perfect for your initiation job. A small town, abandoned town called Village Tennick. Their little burial burrow has become home to a small infestation of goblins. Their words, not mine. Our assessments on what we've seen is that this should be a suitable starting job for you to get an idea of whether or not you're suitable for joining the guild. We've requested that you all stay together and work on this as a group, as it is important as adventurers to understand the value of teamwork as well as individual strength. This is a dangerous line of life. Though by no means does this mean that you must stay within this clustered group, we do advise adventurers to take up parties. Anyway, here is the document for you, and she will slide a paper onto the counter.
Well then, are we off immediately?
That will be your decision. Though, the sooner that the goblins can be dealt with, the less of them they'll be able to gather. We will be supplying you with food supplies for this journey, however.
Any other information you can tell us, or just goblins? Take them
They're
out.
a small group of goblins. In such small numbers, they're usually not crafty enough to set up a suitable defense. But it would be advisable not to get yourself surrounded, and not to fight too many at a time. Though they tend to be cowardly, so if you can scare off half of them, you could probably deal with them.
Sounds quite doable.
Talking tactics per se, but alright. I was
Other
more
than
so,
that,
is
they're
there
just-
any... Alright.
Sorry. Other than that, there's not much important to what they're doing. We believe they're just setting up to harass travelers on the road. We'll also provide you with a map to the location. Okay, there's no need for checks to find this place.
Alright, that sounds good to me. The rest of you have any complaints? To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure how comfortable I am traveling with someone who's so obviously hiding their identity, but, well, beggars can't be choosers.
Oh, I'm not a beggar.
The ability to hide one's identity is a luxury that most don't appreciate.
I suppose that's right.
Well, I just want to cut some heads off, so I'm ready to go whenever.
Well said.
I have never really been in a battle, so this will be fun.
So, when you are ready to set off, this is not always necessary, but in this case, just gather yourselves, gather your party at the edge of the map. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Alright. Okay. So, as this group of new recruits set out on their journey, I'm gonna go and kill your doppelgangers now.
Oh no.
You'll travel, you'll be provided food for your travel. It would look as though the location is only about a day's journey away, so a little time to walk and talk should the need arise. But eventually, pop. Uh-oh, where did it pop, you guys? Okay. Oh, it put you guys inside of a wall. Well, that's not accurate. You gotta set your height to 10 feet. Now, this map is gridlocked for a reason. I will ungridlock it momentarily, because I think that's not really that big of a difficulty to pull off. Okay. Configure. Gridless. Okay.
My screen just went blank.
It'll
Yeah,
take a
I don't
moment
see that.
to reload, because it's got to reload it without the grid so that you can move around freely like you did before.
Alright. Am I familiar with this area at all?
These parts, so this is south of the Vile Swamp. Outside of the city area, this is mostly friendly farmland and okay, I think it might need a reload. Sorry. So sometimes this program can be a little finicky, so sometimes if it's not working, you might want to try and reload or refresh the browser. I only have one alternative program I would use, and that would require people to install something. And a lot of work on my part. If I can find lazy answers, I will find them. Okay. Yes. It is mostly open farmland. This area has managed to avoid conflict for a long stretch of time, though there are regular violent orc groups that travel across these lands, as well as, well, numerous different monsters and goblinoids. But mostly, it's peaceful farmland.
How do we rotate our token?
Oh right, I should explain that. You can
I
hold down
shift and
shift.
you said
Yeah, you can hold down shift, and you can use
steps.
arrow keys, but you can also use a mouse wheel to scroll your token. You can hold down control and use the mouse wheel to do smaller little turns. And you can press the F key to flip your token to look at somebody.
But when you refreshed your browser or whatever, my screen is now blank. Do I have to refresh it too?
yes, use
Yeah.
refreshers.
Some of the tools I'm using to allow these maps to work the way they do sometimes make it a little bit finicky. Usually, if you're having a problem, the answer will be refresh. Yes. Eventually, you cross the ruins of the old village, which are, at this point, so run down, there is nothing of value there. It's been hundreds of years since they've been intact. It's but stones. But the hill that would make up the burrow is visible, and you will travel the road along. Alright, you are free to move your tokens now as you are approaching the burrow.
I don't think I have visibility again. I refreshed it, and
Your token's being weird. Delete him.
or heaps.
Oh shit.
Is it working for you now?
No,
What is wrong with your
that's
token?
weird.
Your token doesn't have vision. turn on token vision. Why doesn't your token have vision?
Yeah.
That should be like default.
I'm a dwarf. I can't see in the daylight.
Okay. You can see what looks to be a lightly fortified, and when I say fortified, that's being too generous. There's just a set of rickety log walls set up around what probably was once the entrance to the burrow. Definitely goblin handiwork.
Hey, real quick, how do we get our spells on the character sheet?
Okay, which character is that asking? Oh,
Thorman.
alright, Thorman. So you'll have a little tab listed as spells. There's a little folder on the selection. So on cantrips and orison or first level, you'll see in the far right there's a little folder.
Yep.
If you click on that, it'll open up the spells browser.
Uh-huh.
And that gets to be the fun part, is you then just click and drag those into your character sheet.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
I'm aware that clerics get to basically pick spells from their entire list whenever they prepare. So what I'll say is whenever you prepare a new spell, then you add it to the list. There is a way that you can mark a spell as prepared as well, as next to a spell it'll list. One moment, I have to actually grab your token because it's the one with the specific style. It'll list amount to prepare.
Okay, yeah.
Next to a spell, specifically an actual spell, leveled spell, it'll list how many times you can put in a number to list how many times you prepare it as well.
Alright.
So, as you prepare new spells, just add them to the list, and eventually your spell block will be bloated, but that's just the nature of it. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
That's okay.
Oh, you hit yourself too.
Alrighty. Well, I gotta go ahead and grab something. Alright.
Here's my attacks for my weapons aren't there. My spells all are. Let's see. Oh, it's because I don't have any set. Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Alright. The wooden doors that make up this barricade structure do not seem to be actually, shall we say, well, one, in their proper place, but they do not seem to be locked. It's an obvious, kind of tell. There's no bar, and their slits are wide enough. There would be no need to check.
Are there any traps?
You can make me a perception check.
As you walk right up to it.
Yikes.
10. Alright. Well,
+1 versus traps, by the way.
you don't notice any, 11. Alright. You don't notice any traps. What you do notice, however, is this little sucker snoozing away.
Yes, down at the end.
Pop. so that you can see it. I open the door so that you can see that there's a little guy.
Okay. Can I... Can I sneak in to within about 10 feet?
Alright, you can go ahead and give me a stealth check for that.
X.
Rip.
13. Well, you open the door, move a good 10 feet in. He does not seem to stir.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak up until I'm about 10 feet away from him.
Alright. You can go ahead and move yourself.
So what's about right there?
Alright.
A little bit closer. And then I'm going to throw a dagger at him.
Okay. Alright. So so there are many ways that you can get to your dagger attack. You can go to your character sheet, and under combat it'll list it, and there's little sword icons. You can also, when your token is up, you'll see up in the top left there's a collection of little tabs that will expand. You can hit dagger from there. You can also click on your right click on your token, and it'll list some of your highlighted attacks in there. Alright.
Wow.
So you are throwing a dagger at the poor little sucker. Alright. Well, that is definitely going to hit him, as he is effectively with no defense of any kind at this current point.
You better roll
Alright.
crap for damage.
Yep. As your dagger sinks into it, it will... Okay. Well, he is in panic. I'm gonna call for an initiative now. So this is how this works. I add you guys to a thing. You'll see the little fist icon on your tabs for stuff. And there you'll find the initiative tab. And yep, you just hit the D20 and it'll roll your initiative.
How are there points?
That is to
based
make
on your
sure
dex
that...
modifier.
Yeah, and that is to make sure that there aren't ties.
Okay.
Or as best as possible to make sure there aren't ties.
Okay,
Bob.
I missed this. Where?
Alright.
Somewhere in here.
It's
I
the
gotta-
fist icon up the
so
top
you-
right.
Oh,
So you might
And
have
it
to...
just looked
You might
great.
have to reload the thing, but I need you guys to
Okay,
be
so-
in grids now. So. Alright, I might not use that module again just because it messes with some of my stuff.
is there a way I can like download my character sheet or open a second tab so I can be viewing it while also seeing the map?
Well,
Annoying.
you can open up a second tab through the link. You can which you will. Ooh, wait, you'd have to log in with another profile. I don't know for downloading your character sheet.
Okay.
What I can say is I usually will minimize, because if you double tap the heading of your character sheet, it'll minimize it into a small box, which you can then double click to expand it out.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah. As for getting your characters off of the system, I think you can export, but I don't know if that's going to export in a readable form. Alright. So, this is almost not even...
Oh, damn it.
This is almost not even worth rolling initiative for this guy is
So
gonna
much
die
lag.
quickly. Alright. So, Falgorhiem, you gain initiative. So, for my new
Not
players...
quite full.
Oh, sorry. Falgorhiem. Sorry.
Made a terrible mistake.
My universal controls. Alright.
Oh,
So,
take.
for my new players, in this case, you...
Yeah.
Here's what you get on your turn. It's not too different from 5th edition, it's just a little stricter on how it goes about things. You get a standard action, you get a move action, and you get a swift action, and you also get free actions, which you can take as many free actions as is believable within 6 seconds, with an exception of one weird rule, which is that you can take a free 5-foot step, which does not provoke attacks. However, you can't make any other movement on your turn if you do that. But you can use your move action to do other things like draw weapons. And to translate those, standard action is your action,
Yeah,
move action is
no.
movement, and swift is bonus action.
I do remember a little bit. But it's a move action or a swift action to draw out a weapon.
It is a move action.
Okay.
The exception to that is if you have a base attack bonus of 1, you can draw as part of an attack.
I doubt I do, so instead I'm
No,
just
you
going
are
to...
you are a spelly boy.
Yeah. So instead I'm just going to move to right there. I don't know. Can I take my action to try to
You can-
see if I... to try to... Sorry, what?
No, keep going. I was swallowing.
Oh, I'm just trying to listen or watch out if there are any more goblins hiding nearby or something like that.
Alright, you can go ahead and make me a perception check.
Yes. There it is.
These dice
Well-
hate both of us today.
Nah.
If there are, you're not seeing them.
Yeah, alright. Then I suppose that's it for me for right now.
Okay. Alrighty. Kauzric, you're up.
I am running in.
Alright, you're going to have to go around the door there, but it results in the same location. Alright, and you can convert your standard action into another move action.
I was... no. Because I still haven't pulled out my weapons yet, though, so...
You
Yeah,
have a
but
base
if you
attack
move up
bonus of
next
1.
to him,
Oh, do I?
Yeah, so once you get next to him on your next turn, if he lives to that point, you can use your... you can draw the weapon and attack with the same action.
Oh, okay. So, with my base action, how much more movement do I get? Another 30 or what?
You get 30 total because you are slightly encumbered. So if it weren't for
Okay.
your Barbarian bonus, you would actually be moving at 20 feet.
Ah. So,
if you move up next to him, I can flank him and get sneak attack.
Indeed.
so I will go there.
Okay. Penumbra. It's starting to make noise.
I'm gonna move around him like that.
Alright. Avoiding attacks of opportunity.
And since I had both my daggers out already, I'm gonna stab him with the with the dagger.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me. Oh!
Oh!
That's crit and confirm crit.
Fetch.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
he's dead.
You just walk around, step on his chest, and slit its throat. He's gone.
He is
Like I
very
said.
dead.
It was not gonna last long.
13 damage total.
But you stopped
Oh,
him from
yeah.
alerting any of the others, if there were
I
others.
sure did.
All right. I'm gonna keep
And
you
I
guys
grabbed
locked
my
to
other
grid so it
dagger
doesn't
out
have
of
to
him.
reload.
Yeah, I obviously grabbed my other dagger from him. Wiped the blood
Alrighty.
off. I'm gonna search the body, see if there's anything of value.
All right. This little guy. Okay, I gotta check him. For items that are easily found, aka items you don't need to actually make any dice rolls to discover. The little bugger has a untouched set of leather armor, though it's much too small for any of you to wear. Let's see, what does he have that would not require a check? A light wooden shield. He has a bit of a strange thing about him, though. Goblins don't typically carry around the kind of weapon he's carrying. It's a battle axe. And it's not a niched one either. This one's nice.
He would offer that stuff to anybody that wants it. He can't use any of it.
Oh. Disgusting little things, aren't they?
Didn't see many of them in the scar.
I've seen a good few.
Live your life
Oh,
in
lots of
politics
imps.
with them.
Huh?
Live your life with politics with them. And
Well.
this seems to be the staircase down.
Well, that
Do I
was...
find any money on him?
This little bugger doesn't seem like he was trusted with any gold.
Good to know.
He sleeps on the job too much.
Well, that was a fine bit of killing right there, I suppose. Alright.
I'm gonna move to the stairs and begin checking for traps on the way down.
Alright, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's
see,
better.
That's more like it.
That's an
Alright.
18 for traps.
Indeed. You view down. There does not look to be any traps on the stairway down. I gotta mark this guy as dead.
And I'll motion everybody to follow and
Alright.
begin quietly moving down the stairs.
Let's see if my module works. Go ahead and step down the stairs. It's not working. Blasted module! Okay, one moment. Oh. Why isn't the staircase working? Alright, step back from the burrow. I thought I got this working properly. Alright. I go up.
Is it an actual staircase, or is it more like a hole in the ground?
It's a hole in the ground with a staircase. There
Oh,
we
I
go.
got it to
Now
work.
it's working.
Or I guess you did. I don't know.
Oh, hey,
Huh.
look.
I thought I did it because
Yeah.
I clicked a thing.
Alright, now I'm gonna have to quickly set this to darkness so that your vision is limited to the 60 feet that you get because you all can see in the dark.
We did. Good job.
Alright.
Everyone can see in the dark.
Alright. One moment. You're
Quick
looking
question:
for
which race is Tarrlok? Out of curiosity, like obviously I wouldn't know this in character, but
You'll find out pretty soon.
there, I've got your dagger working.
Okay.
It's easier to just do it that way. Pop. Okay. You can see as you come down, there's a set of coffins on either side. Old stone tombs.
are they
Whatever.
trapped, or are there any other traps?
They
in
do
here?
not. They do not seem to be trapped. No.
Okay. And then
I
I'm
mutter
proceeding
a silent
forward.
prayer for
Alright.
burying the dead.
So, as I see the chamber open up, I'm going to kind of crouch down and begin moving very quietly.
Alright.
Still looking
So
for traps.
I gotta see something. Alright, hold where you are for just a moment, because I gotta check two things that I did not think to check before. Oh, okay, they do. Okay, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
So 18 for traps, 17 general.
So, a 17 again. And 18 for traps. Again, there appears to be no traps in view. However, from where you are, you do notice these little buggers are trying to hide.
You can play that game.
Alrighty.
Okay. I will whisper to the rest of the group that there are goblins in the room ahead to be ready. And then I'm going to try and sneak in towards the corner.
Okay.
I imagine you need a stealth check.
Yeah.
Try to put this large buff man in
Nice.
between me and the goblins.
Alright. Go ahead
That was
and
almost
move.
a really bad roll.
Go ahead and move yourself.
So I'm just going to kind of sneak around this direction. And I'm going to try and get relatively close to the goblins. Or as close as I feel comfortable.
Okay.
Which is probably about right there.
Where is it? Okay, yeah, no. Sneak around to the corner. They definitely don't seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
Actually, this one's going to slip over to the other side. You can hear it. This one will seem to shuffle with a pocket.
I'm just kind of creeping a little bit closer. Can I get within 10 feet without being heard?
Make me one more stealth check because you're starting to get like really into their view. The man will
Nice.
never be detected. Go ahead and move
Is this
yourself.
Skyrim?
Okay. Just
They seem
I
to
just
be
want to
playing
be
with cards.
okay. In that case, I'm gonna take my daggers out, and I'm gonna throw a dagger at each of them.
All right. So go ahead with your dagger. Go ahead and hit that. Well, no, full attack won't function properly. So
Yeah,
go
so it'll be a
ahead.
single attack.
Pop.
And
That'll be
then
your
this is the
surprise
offhand.
action. Well,
So the first
one of them
one
will
was
hit. And that'll be your surprise
first
action.
one was with this guy,
Yeah.
and then the second one would have been at this guy, which yeah.
Hey!
And
yeah,
I
he-
assume that's the signal to everybody else to run
Oh,
in.
yeah.
And
You all hear a goblin screech. All right.
I run.
Alrighty. Well, we've gotten our pre-initiative action taken. Let me go ahead and roll them. Go ahead and roll me some initiative, guys.
Oof. I guess I'm back here.
oof. Of course, one of the goblins rolls a natural 20.
Raza, you're up. Alright, now we can start... No, don't bring up... Hey, Steam, could you go away so I can hit the begin combat button? Thank you. Alright. Okay, if I recall, surprised means flat-footed, right? Until their next
Flat-footed,
turn.
yes.
So these guys are flat-footed, but I think they can still basically take their turn. Which means this one's going to... Getting up from sitting, would that be a move action? I think
Full
it might-
action. Or
A what?
from sitting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a move action. If they were
Okay.
prone, it's a full round.
Okay. It will
The obvious
use...
thing is standing up provokes attack of opportunity in this.
It
Yep.
it does. There's a it has an interesting effect on combat tactics, I think.
Step up's the
Knocking it-
best fighter feat.
Knocking
It's
an
not just a
opponent
fighter
prone
feat.
is a great tactic. All right. With that means this one's going to have to get up and grab its weapon, but that's all it's going to be able to do. However, this one can't see you, so he's going to have to wander closer. Now he can see you. And he's gonna make a short bow shot on you, which I think... One moment, let me check its range. You are actually outside of its first range increment, so that'll be taking a penalty. Alright, single attack. 13, I don't think that beats your armor class
it
of
does not.
17.
Sure doesn't.
Hey! Yes,
What language are they speaking?
They are speaking Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
I don't think so.
I
Trying
assumed
to
nobody
remember which
knows
languages
Goblin.
they speak.
I think I actually do.
You speak Goblin? You speak the language of the Conquerors?
I speak Abyssal, Common, Draconic, Elven, and Infernal, but not Goblin.
Alright, one moment.
Honestly, I
Weird
can't
languages
remember.
again. I don't know if I picked my bonus one.
They'd be on your
Yeah, my
attribute
language
page.
is...
Are you in the middle of something?
Yeah, I'm running the game.
I'll tell you.
Oh, I have none. Okay.
Involving you.
I don't know how to talk.
Okay. Raza. You saw an arrow,
Right.
but that was about it. Oh, and screaming. At this point, it'll be possible to see them all because they are all alerted now.
Checking a spell real quick. Let's see, I've moved 10. Still can't reach. Okay. I will shoot this one with my bow.
Alright, let me go ahead and get that first because I forgot to get your macros set up. There's your short bow macro. So if you right click your token, you'll be able to see your attack buttons will pop up. Okay. 16 to hit. On this little guy, that is going to hit. So that's 3 points of damage. Pop. Your arrow. Ah!
I'll just yell back. And celestial.
Alright, does that end your turn?
Yes.
Alright. It's this goblin. He's gonna do the same thing this one did. He has to get up and pick up his weapon. Falgorhiem. A lot of little angry critters yelling at each other.
And it's double movement to move through an ally space, right? Or-
Something like that. I
And
assume
if I
it
move-
is. I gotta
if
reread
I
on
move
that.
diagonally, it'll still be moving through an ally space because of these two, or
I'm not sure on that one. I normally say no.
all right.
It's
Move
not
up
double, you
there.
just can't stop in their space, I believe.
I'll have
That
to
one.
recheck it. I might be getting confused with 5th edition.
Oh.
You're
Uh,
the DM. Make a rule
you know-
and stick with it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's usually the approach, and then I undo the ruling once I figure out the correct answer or my preferred answer.
Yeah, that's not in range. Okay. How far apart are they? Sure, I'll cast magic missile targeting these two. It's 5 darts.
I
Or
gotta
no,
ch-
sorry,
I
no,
gotta
it's not.
check.
I'm
That's one
I'm
dart.
silly. It's 1 dart at level 1. I was
Yeah.
reading that wrong. Never mind.
Oh.
So then,
And wait, how does that?
No,
work?
it's-
So you get an extra one.
for
First
every
level after
second.
3.
Oh, for every 2 levels you gain. Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. So magic missile, it's unerring.
Makes it very
so...
powerful at higher level.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. But for now, it's just 1, and we'll just throw it
Alright.
out at. We'll just throw it out at that one.
All
Sure.
right, this guy. Go ahead and hit that so I get the damage, if that works. Okay. And we ignore the attack roll. Oh! Sorry. I love what the guy did to make the attack roll clear that it always hits. 1d20 plus 100. No arguments here, man. That's fun. All
Yeah.
right. Bap.
Got a
Unerring
104 to
bolt.
hit.
Dunk.
Yeah, I'll just take my staff, which I guess I haven't described yet. It's just a staff with a lantern on it. smack it on the ground, and a bolt comes out from the lantern.
All right. And I'm just checking something.
Is that...
Okay. You're good.
Cool.
So it's move, action, turn,
Yeah.
end. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Thorman Runehammer. You're up.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I don't think I can do much other than get in the way. Because the stupid wizard stopped right in front of me.
That's your
Quick
cue as a
question on
wizard to
movement.
apologize.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I would stop
As
right
For
a
there.
movement, do you use 5th edition movement or Pathfinder movement? As in,
In this
if
case,
you
I
go
am using
diagonal, the
Pathfinder
first
movement.
one's 5 and then everything's 10,
Yeah.
like 5th, or
It's
every
5,
other
10,
diagonal? Okay. Awesome.
It's 5, 10, 5.
I do
5,
not
10,
like
5.
that in 5th edition.
Yeah. So it goes
Okay,
5,
so-
10, 5.
I'm trying to do that control movement thing. Isn't it control?
Right.
Hold down
Yeah,
control.
you hold down control, drag, and you have to hold it down, and you can add points by clicking while holding down. And
Yeah,
then
I
space
get
is
that.
execute.
It's just nothing's happening when I hold down control.
Huh. You hold down control and click drag.
Yeah, you hit
Oh, I gotta
control and then
click it.
drag.
Yeah.
Oh, I can move through an alley.
It does let you move. I will rule it won't obstruct your movement, and I'll just see how I feel about that or check the rules on that later. No point in being prickly about too much in the first session. Oh,
Now I can see what the hell we're
full
doing.
lineup of things to hit.
Thank goodness, because my 13 AC was looking squishy.
Okay. I'm gonna ready an action for when a creature enters the threat range with my hammer.
Alright. Okay. Well, with that...
Oh, actually, hold on.
Oh,
Now I'm actually looking at my character sheet. I'm going to do, instead of withholding the action, I'm going to do Earth Blessing on my hammer. Since it is an
Alright.
action to do that.
Earth Blessing, acid strike. For 1 minute, the weapon emits an additional 1d4 points of acid damage with each strike. I think... Oh,
And I use that 4 times per day.
which weapon was it? Your Dwarven long hammer or the light hammer?
Dwarven
The light
long hammer.
Oh, the long hammer. Okay. I'm gonna try something to try and allow this to work. I'm gonna just have to add this temporary effect.
Probably be better to add like a weapon that has all that effects.
Well, here's the fun thing. There's actually a way. Yeah, there we go. To add conditional modifiers to the macro.
Okay.
So we'll get to that when you get to hit something, and I'll explain how the conditional, the conditional modifiers get to be applied. All right, that is your turn.
Yep.
All right. It's this goblin's turn. Oh, and I'll mark them now because their initiatives have gone.
What is my movement speed? I can move 30 feet. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna make him a smartness check. He's smart enough to target the right target.
He's going to charge and try to attack Raza. That's a charge, which is, I believe, +2 to attack, but -2 to their armor class. Alright, single attack. Let's see. He gets, I should reveal that, a 15 to hit, which I think, oh, that actually does hit you.
Yep.
Alright, you take
So much damage.
1 point of damage.
How do I do that?
I have already applied it.
Awesome. Is there a place where we can see our health?
Well, when you hover over your character, you'll see a little bar. You can also right-click, and it'll show the number it's currently at.
Okay, awesome.
And on full detail, on your character sheet summary, there's a hit points section, which is also where you can keep track
yep.
of non-lethal and temporary hit points.
Okay.
Okay, and he will chuckle to himself. Oh, my chat. Oh, there we go. Tarrlok.
Alright, he's gonna move there. Gonna reach out with a gloved hand and touch Kauzric and cast Guidance.
Alright. And that is a +1 competence bonus on any attack roll, saving throw, or skill check. You must choose to do so before you make the check, though.
That's all.
Alright, Kauzric, you're up.
Good. I am going to draw my weapon.
You can draw your weapon as part of an attack if you get within range to attack something.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's hard to get rich environment.
Huh. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna draw it, and I'm gonna swing at this.
Alright. Right-click your token, you'll see a little axe icon. Attack with battle axe. You can hit that and hit single attack. Boom! And that's where the big weapons come out. That's 7 points of damage. This little goblin becomes a headless goblin.
That's right.
My fight money.
I'm gonna pick
Thank
up his head.
you. Ooh.
Let's get out of initiative first.
Okay. Penumbra.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step forward,
Alright.
and I'm going to claw at this guy twice
Alright.
if the first one doesn't
Natural
take a jump.
attacks. Yeah. And I think you can hit the full attack button on that, and it'll make 2 attack rolls for you.
I sure can.
Yeah, there we go. Because natural weapons work differently than normal weapons, I found out over the week.
Oh yeah.
And is he still flat-footed?
He would be. He hasn't had a turn yet, which means both of those are going to hit him.
And it also means I get.
It also
2
means you get
sneak
sneak attack. Alright. Well, I'll tell you this.
So that's 8
That
damage.
goblin is sleeping in a
With the fishes.
very literal sense. Eternally. As you just claw into him.
Ah! Ah! Oh no!
Alright.
That other goblin is probably like, oh shit.
Alright, he is no longer flat-footed. Let's see. What would be bonus on this? Okay. Always like to do this. Every once in a while when things start to look bad. Okay.
I'm gonna stab you. With my chopper.
He's gonna try to
Okay.
slash you. Yeah. no.
Yep. He does not.
Whiff. RP dodge. Alright. And this little guy is gonna just draw another arrow. Oh no! This one looks kind of scary. He just took Joey's head off. We're gonna take an arrow shot at you, Kauzric. Ooh. That is a confirmed critical.
Mm.
And for those of you who have not played Pathfinder before, because I realize that doesn't make complete sense, the reason why it rolls a second time when it lands on a 20 is because critical hits are not instantly confirmed critical damage. You have to roll again and see if you hit their armor class again to get the extra damage. And that's called confirming the crit.
And some things crit on lower than 20.
Yep, and that's actually the reason why there's confirming a crit, is because it's possible to crit on lower than rolling a natural 20. I experienced an Iron Golem critting a player recently, and that was fun.
Oh,
Some weapons will crit on a 17 to 20.
Yep.
Or with feats even wider ranges. Like fighters.
Yeah.
High
They can
level
get pretty
fighters
crazy.
can crit at like anything above like a 13. High level fighters
Yeah,
will crit.
it can get pretty crazy. The second roll does not care if you hit the crit range, it just needs to make the armor class. And now I will apply the critical damage to you. Ah! That was a bad arrow!
Little rusty. Yeah.
You can't take another one of those. Raza. Whatever shall you do? It is your turn. There we go. The plotting, the planning, it commences.
Oh my goodness, I forgot that was my name. Sorry.
It's alright,
Okay.
you're getting used to it. Yeah, I always like to refer to the characters' names most of the time once we're in play.
Okay. Yep, I will just reach out, and touch the buff but short man in front of me. And
Ooh.
restore 3.
Maybe you can take another arrow like that last one. Now you can, at least.
And I will move over and hunker down under that. Just behind that a bit.
Taking a little cover. Smart move. Falgorhiem.
Ish. Not going to be able to get within range of him. I don't think, anyways. So instead, I'm just going to use my movement to pull out my sling, my trusty sling.
A sack of leather comes out.
Pretty much.
You're gonna get the stoning.
Yeah.
I did not.
I guess as an action, again, I'll try to listen out for any other. Like, there's commotion in this room. I'm just gonna try to listen out to see or hear, I guess. See if I can hear anything else in maybe any other chambers or something like that.
All right.
Just anything else, I guess.
Hey, go ahead
Smack.
and give me- You hear No commotion.
Alright, then I guess that's it for me.
Alright. Doing something. And Thorman Runehammer. It's your turn. It starts from your token. Yeah. Not all my players are always comfortable with this approach. If it doesn't work, you can grid out. Oh. He's got to measure the battlefield.
Even paying attention.
Well, he's definitely measuring on the map. What are you gonna do, man?
Damn it, my mic's been off this whole damn time. So, as I was explaining, I was brushing up on the movement rules of Pathfinder First Edition. Your first diagonal is 5 feet. Your second diagonal
is 10.
Is
10. And then it's 5
and there's a
on the next
question
one.
before that. Somebody was asking about that.
I was just clarifying we were going Pathfinder, not 5e.
So that was double my move. And so
Yep.
that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Oh, you want to fight?
Tarrlok.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash over to here.
Alright.
Like-
Alright. Kauzric.
Sweet. Alright, if I am correct. Can I not do the move?
Is it not working for you? It's hold down
Oh,
control and then drag. Yeah.
I was not dragging, that was the problem. I was clicking and then just moving.
I need to describe that better. It's you hold down control and then click drag.
Well, I've done it multiple times. It's just my brain was not working as well as it could have been.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
That
Also, in regards to movement, you can move through a square occupied by a friendly character. Unless you are charging.
Unless you're that's where it is. Yeah, you can't do like run or charging through friendly squares. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this forward, Thorman, because it's worth bringing up. And for some reason, your weapon is not attributed correctly.
He's in threatened range right now because I have reach.
Yes, he is.
If that's
know
what
what
you're
that
going to bring
means?
up. If
You
he
know what
attempts
that
to fire
means?
his bow, I can do an attack of opportunity.
It also means that, okay, it's that one. It also means if he tries to put away his bow, you get an attack of opportunity. In other words, would you like to hit this goblin?
I would like to smack
Because
him around.
he is gonna stow his bow.
Is it his turn already?
No,
No,
he
attack
gets an
of
attack of
opportunities are
opportunity because the bow is going away. On
okay,
your
It's
attack.
that goblin's turn.
Oh shoot! I gotta set up the conditional modifier because you got the earth.
Or are you skipping
Earth
me?
blessing.
That's the point. Josh.
Penumbra,
Is it the-
it's his turn.
Oh right, it's Kauzric's turn. Sorry, not yet. Oh no, what I was getting at was the fact that you could have charged the guy, and I was gonna ask you if you wanted to do so because you're new to the
Oh.
thing.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Sorry. Alright. Penumbra.
Alright,
I
I'm
apologize.
gonna claw the crap out of this guy.
Alright.
Or
Well,
only kind of claw the crap out of him.
sadly he is no longer flat-footed, so neither of those actually hit him.
Oh, dang it.
You scratch up his leather armor, but don't manage to get through it. Normally the goblin would laugh. In this situation, he is panicked.
Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay. That goblin is gonna try to fight back. He's a cornered animal at this point. There's no escaping this. Bop.
Yeah, nope.
No. Alright, and now this goblin gets to try to put away his bow. So if you want to go ahead and hit him. You'll see on the tab that'll open up when you go and click on your attack for your Dwarven Longhammer.
Yeah.
Under conditional modifiers, there should be Earth Blessing. Go ahead and hit
Okay.
that so that it's check marked, and then hit the single attack. It should add the extra d4 to the damage.
Well, I can't hit worse
Oh.
shit though.
Man!
Wait. It's
It's
got
adding
a
6
few things
strength.
wrong.
Yeah, it's adding 6 to your strength. Why is it doing that?
Because I'm wielding
Oh!
it two-handed.
Two-handed, right.
1.5 times, yeah.
1.5 times, that adds.
But the actual attack roll is wrong. It should be 8.
How so?
But it won't matter.
Oh,
Because I
let
have
me check
weapon
the
focus.
item. Oh, I think weapon focus... Oh, right. Weapon focus. Pop, I'll go in here. Details. Attack
By the way, I
bonus,
still
and-
missed, but it's just off by 1.
Alright, well. Alright.
I would have done a shit ton of damage though.
You would have demolished that little guy. And he'll put away his bow, and he will, well, actually, he doesn't have the reach to use it, but he will draw out his axe with his standard. Wait, I'm gonna play it a little. Nah, I'm gonna make him make mistakes. He's gonna draw out the axe with his standard action, and then he'll 5-foot move for free action, completely butchering his own action economy. Raza.
Alrighty. Let's see. I will shoot him with my bow.
Alright. I believe that comes with a firing into melee penalty, but
Yep.
go ahead and give me that attack roll. and that'll be -4 to that, which puts that at 11, which will miss the darn bugger. This goblin's proven to be frustratingly lasting. Actually, I think this guy's been the bulk of the problem in this entire fight. You have my permission to kill him.
Yes, my turn is over.
Alright, Falgorhiem.
Alright, we'll move up 20. Then we'll try taking a good old throw with that sling.
Alright.
And
If you right-click your token, you can find the sling
Well, yeah,
as your middle.
I'm just single attack, right?
Single attack, yep.
Okay.
13. And that would have been with my... So that would be 9 total. Sadly, that will not hit. Okay, my pointer is broken on the one screen. Alright, Thorman.
Okay.
He's within the donut of death.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be too hard to deal with.
No. How about matchy time? And I didn't do that right.
Alright.
Earth blessing, so need an additional
Yep.
D4 in there.
And with a reach weapon, you have to be 10 feet away for a moment to attack.
I thought it was 5 feet.
No, it extends it out. So your
You
range...
can take a 5-foot step back.
Yeah, I could take a 5-foot
Yeah.
step back, and that puts me
Yeah.
there. I can do
Okay. Oh, shoot. I think I accidentally hit the delete on your attack. Go ahead and give me another attack roll. I think it was high enough to hit, though, so we just need the damage. Okay. Well, that goblin goes bye-bye. Uh-oh. Splat. He's a goner. Let me go ahead and mark him very dead.
So
Yeah,
this
your
is
hammer just-
interesting.
Yeah?
The attack roll that I'm seeing here says that I got a 19, right?
Yeah.
Because I rolled like 15 on the dice and I have a +4 for strength. Now, I do not have the racial bonus against goblins, but it still has it in the attack notes, but it didn't apply it to this attack either.
Yeah, it
Nor did it
doesn't
apply
apply
weapon
the
focus.
attack notes because they're so situational that you kind of have to apply them on the fly.
Okay.
I guess
didn't apply
I
weapon
forgot to change that. Whatever's giving that effect, though.
Okay. So is it doing that for weapon focus as well?
Weapon focus should be in there. I thought I fixed it. Oh, you know what? I fixed it on the item, not on the macro. Let me go ahead and fix that. There we go. That should be fixed now.
All right.
First session's always filled with technical difficulties, so is the last. Alright, that goblin is now paced. Tarrlok, there is one goblin that remains. Oh, also, I gotta do this. What do you do, man?
Gonna dash to there.
Yeah.
Like, for standard action to move action.
Yes.
So-
And
Double move takes your full round.
You can convert a standard action into a move action.
Hmm.
And I
Which
think
would
you
then
can
be-
also convert a move action into a swift action. And he has 30 feet, so he can make 60 if he converts a standard into a move.
Right.
I
Which would be
I actually have
essentially a full
20.
round of an action.
Yeah.
I actually have 20 because of the lame curse.
Oh, right. You're lame. Ha. Sorry, it's just a dumb joke. Alright, I gotta reload application on my side. That shouldn't bother you guys, though, because my pointers are broken. And I like using them because they're fun. Alright. Pop, that's your turn. Kauzric.
I don't even want to like run to this other goblin because he's gonna be dead by the time I get there again.
Yeah.
If you run up next to
Well,
him,
there's a nice
I can
head
flank
over
him.
here.
No, double move up next to him, and then I'll take a 5-foot step and be flanking, and then he'll definitely be dead.
Full blown.
Okay.
It's the whole role of working with a rogue in the party in this system is just getting them that flanking.
How close do I have to be for flanking?
Right next
You
to
have to
them.
be on the opposite side of it. Yeah.
So you'd have to
Okay.
do a full double move.
Okay, double
Unless
move.
you're using a reach weapon, then you can flank from a little distance.
There, I double moved.
All
Turn
right.
done.
Huffing over the tomb. Ah. Penumbra.
Alright,
got
I'm
an
on a 5-foot
opportunity here.
step.
Okay.
And
You can
then-
actually apply sneak attack on your attacks under the attack of the ability. Some of them. I didn't get the daggers fixed with it yet.
Yeah, it's all good.
I gotta do that.
I'm gonna do a full attack.
Oh, okay. I was so scared. There. I'm like, no, two.
Well, that's a
Missiles that-
non-confirmed crit
That is a non-confirmed, so it just hits.
and a miss. And then
Gouge
sneak
into
attack.
the bugger.
So 6 damage.
Oh, 6. That's enough to kill. Pop. You just grab into it, and as you try to get it with the other hand, it blocks it off, and you just clench harder till you feel some of those weak little bones snap in your hand. He is gone.
Alright, I drop him to the ground. I pick up my daggers that were thrown earlier.
Okay. There's a
And we'll
head
start
over
searching
here,
the bodies
Kauzric.
for valuables.
I have just now noticed that all of you seem to be able to see in the dark.
Yep.
Can't you see in the dark?
Wait, it's dark?
Okay.
Excellent.
You
That's
go
excellent.
ahead and search them. Are you going to check for any hidden items or just search their bodies? Because just searching, like a light search, will always reveal whatever doesn't need a check. If there's something hidden on a person, that will take a check.
I'm
Can I
doing
collect their
both.
heads?
Okay. Give me a... You're going to collect their heads?
Uh-huh.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't find
Um,
much extra.
Okay. This one, loot, damaged leather. They've also got these kind of nice axes. They're all sort of the same design, too. Not much more valuable than a common axe, but the design seems weird. You can come over here, collect this one. Collect this one. I'll take you back to where you were. And you will find a total of... One moment. 44 gold pieces
Cool.
scattered about their persons.
Ha-
Other than that,
Goblin.
they have a few little golden amulets on a few of them, and one of them has a very crappy play deck or card deck.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take anything of value. So I'll leave the cards.
Okay.
But I'll take all the gold stuff, and
Alright.
for the I'll tell everybody I found it, and then I'll just kind of put it in the pouch to divvy up later.
Alrighty. So, 44 gold on him. I didn't make a mid-session notes page.
Is anyone in need of healing?
What was that?
Is anyone in need of healing?
Nope. I'm good. I think Kauzric took a little bit of damage, but
Alright. Kauzric, you are beheading them.
Yep.
Are you doing anything with the heads?
I'm going to tie them together on a rope and
Oh.
tie it around my belt.
This guy is doing an arts craft project.
That's-
Give me one moment. I'm gonna give him all of his supplies.
I'm gonna
That's
keep a little bit of distance
gross
because I
already.
like my clothes not stained.
yeah, Penumbra is kind of moving away from that too. He's like, not my thing.
Okay.
See, you said that the axes are a little weird for goblins. Just weird how again?
They're not. What little knowledge any person has on goblins and their way they make their weapons, typically their weapons are not finely crafted. They're usually rough chiseled. These are properly made, not masterwork, but these are properly crafted battle axes. Any more knowledge would require a knowledge check.
Which knowledge check?
That would fall under history or local.
Make a knowledge local check.
Can I make one as well?
You may. Okay, 17. 24. Does Falgorhiem want to make a check on them?
Yeah. Sorry, it was history.
History or local.
Alright, do history.
Pentolope can't move his token.
Yeah, no, we're still locked in combat.
Oh, right. I forget there's a module that actually does that for me and locks you guys from moving yourselves on someone else's turn. Okay.
For you were a strange fellow.
I think we should pile the axes up and grab them on our way out. No sense to bog ourselves down with them now.
Good
All
idea.
right. So
These are exceptionally nice axes.
everybody had managed to pass the required check on them. So the local history would reveal the following information. No, they'd all fall. I'm gonna lump them all into this one. So this is what you get from that. These are definitely not goblin make weapons. These are Dormician, Dragonborn.
Interesting.
Do they?
Who gave the goblins Dragonborn weapons?
Well,
Are they like small size to them, or are they a little large to them?
They are small sized for them. They
Okay.
seem to be personally crafted.
There's much more to this.
Well, there is a faction of Dragonborn in this country. The Revivalists.
Why would they be arming goblins, though?
That is a question.
Why here?
Do these... So, I can assume that the goblins weren't the ones who crafted this whole den here, right?
No,
No,
this
we're in
is
a
an old
burial
burial.
ground.
Yeah. Can I look around and get any sense of, like, what type of who might be buried here or why?
Well, there are graves or coffins. If you want to check one.
Sure. I'd like to check in one of the coffins, but I don't think I'm strong enough to push off one of the lids. If one of you might.
Hang on. Before you do that. Whichever coffin he's going to open, I'm just going to go check it for traps real quick.
Alright.
I will assist in your effort in opening the coffin.
Okay.
Looks fine.
I'll just go ahead and whoever wants to help me just open this one up.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just checking, right? We're not stealing since people have wanted
Yes.
their area cleared.
Yeah, yes, just checking. I have no intention to grave rob.
Well, there does seem to be some writing on the top of it.
Oh. Do I recognize what language it might be?
It is readable to you. It's ancient Arcesian, but that translates fairly easily into modern Common. Anybody who can read Common can read ancient Arcesian, basically.
What does it say on it?
It says Amelia Linza. And it lists a series, Griffin rank 16.
Do any of us recognize what that means?
That one actually does fall under a history check as well, since there's enough time period between the modern organization and old organization.
I'll go ahead and slap that.
Okay. A long time ago, military forces in Arcesia would have been organized by creature groups. Griffin, Dragon. It was basically their factions.
Okay.
And then the number listed how high of a rank they were, which actually ascended by lowering the number. So rank 1 was the highest, and you would typically start at a much higher number of somewhere in the 40s or 30s.
This says rank 6 on it?
16.
16. Okay. So, if I go and check one of the other coffins, does it also say Griffin, or...
Give me one moment. I gotta list these. Sorry. Give me just a second. I'm checking some of my stuff and making sure I've got all my things in here correctly. Okay. That one. Pop. Okay. So you check this one. This one lists Jeremy Apuleius, Dragon, rank 10.
Hmm. I guess I'll just share information with everybody. Just seems like this is a tomb for ancient soldiers, those with rank. I think it's a variety of different factions, so not, but military burial. I'm not sure if how that might apply to anything else, but I suppose it was worth checking. Yeah.
I'm just waiting until you guys move.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm stepped away from my keyboard for a second, so
You're alright?
Do you still want to open one?
I'm quickly changing my laundry, so I'll just follow everybody else.
And last check if we need healing before moving on.
No, I think we're good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we should just let the dead rest if we don't need to bother them.
So be it.
Okay. Set of doors sit on the other side. You can open the door by clicking the door icon.
is it trapped?
You can make a perception check.
I can when I get back to my keyboard. Hang on.
Alright, I can roll it for you then.
Okay, go for it.
Perception. Pop.
Not my strong suit, but
13. It does not appear to be trapped.
okay. Is it locked?
Negative.
Okay. In that case, continue on.
Alright. Who shall open the door? And as you open the door, nothing happens. They just open.
Okay. Are there any traps in the immediate vicinity that I can
Well,
see?
I'll just run off that
Where
last
did
check.
you grow
unless
up?
Where did you?
That
Hey.
there are traps everywhere.
Just watch. If this game gets high enough level, you guys will be dealing with dungeons. This will come in handy.
Sure, but as level 1 characters, I gotta know, where the hell did he grow up? That traps are everywhere. I've been watching
It's
this
not
guy.
that traps are everywhere, it's that
You've been paranoid this entire time. You've checked everything.
Passageway
Hey.
there and here.
you know what? Being paranoid can save your life.
He is right.
And it's not so much that he's like purposely looking for traps. Like, Penumbra grew up on the streets, so he's just like hyper vigilant. And so
Fair
I
enough.
say looking for traps, but it's really he's just like on the lookout for anything out of the ordinary. What is down here?
It would look like the path goes into a small rounding off room.
I'm gonna go explore that real quick.
Somebody keep
Seems
an
to
eye on
end
him.
in a reserved tomb.
Anything pique my interest in here?
It would seem that this tomb's name has eroded away,
That's weird.
but there is a symbol that is faintly present.
Can I make out what the symbol is?
Well, I can describe it to you, and whether or not your character knows will be based off of whether or not you know what it means, or whether or not you can roll religion. I sort of jest. It's not that important, but okay. I actually have to.
I don't like that.
Goblin Commando.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's not operating correctly. Okay. What is resting upon it is a symbol of a thorned crown.
Okay.
That would be the holy marking of Matkabos, the Red Conqueror. It seems to not be freshly carved, as though it was part of the stone in its early make.
I will make mental note of that. Pass it along. And head back out.
I'm gonna lighten the place up just a tiny bit.
It's all
Hope that
gone
doesn't-
dark. Right there.
Your vision will still reach its maximum light limit, but makes it easier for me to manage the map without clicking on one of your tokens to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
This looks like another room like that.
Yep. Another
Do I
one
see
rests
it?
at the end.
Do I see anything foreboding in the hallway?
Well, if you want to see if there is a trap, we can go for another perception check.
Natural 20.
Nope, nothing here. The only concern would be this could collapse someday, but hasn't yet.
Alright, when I get in the room, do I notice anything sticks
This
out to me?
one has a similar situation. It has no name, but it has some kind of god's marking. This
Is it
time,
the same as the other one? No?
it is different. This one depicts what looks like a fountain of water.
Would I recognize what that is?
That is the symbol of Nyx, the Twisted Lover, one of the Tormentor gods.
Interesting. I would pass that along as well. What's this over here?
There is a ledge, an elevated platform. Looks like a 10-foot climb, but there does seem to be more space above.
10 feet?
Yeah.
Can I do like a cool acrobatics thing and try and get on top of that without having to actually climb?
This would be a climb check.
Can't do acrobatics?
Unless you can get somebody to help you out.
There's a corner
How about
right
this?
there.
I'll pop the difficulty up and you can try to bounce off the wall.
Okay. I'll do that. Oof.
Slip and plop. It could work. It didn't work this time though.
Okay. I'll make a climb check.
Nobody saw that, right? Pop. Pop. There's a wall here, so I have to push you past the wall. Otherwise, it won't let you move. It's another row of coffins.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to climb after him.
You
I'm gonna
may
go
indeed.
inspect these coffins.
Anything up there?
No.
Is this level?
It is level.
How tall is the wall again? Sorry.
10 foot.
10 foot.
So
I'm gonna roll a perception.
that does not make the check.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do I notice, is there anything specific that pops out to me about these?
Indeed. Each one is listing. Okay, so I forgot to write down their names, but okay, yeah, it would be half of them. This would. I forgot to list their names, but they have a name and then rank. However, each of these seem to be of the same group. Holy Circle, rank 6, rank 7, rank 8, rank 9, rank 10, 11.
Holy circle, so not a creature.
Anything down this hallway that looks interesting? Or
A set of
just
staircases that go down.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna come back
and
over here.
you would see something moving briefly,
Okay.
just beyond your reach of vision.
Then yeah, I'd come back over here and hop back down.
All right, that's easy enough.
Then I would explain what I saw, and on the coffins as well as that there's something moving down that far hallway in that far chamber. I'm also going to come in here and just check out this one real quick.
All right, this last one is right. Again, nameless. However, it does feature a holy symbol. This time, it is a storm cloud with a lightning bolt, the holy symbol of the wild god Talos.
Okay. Let me come back out. And then I'm going to very quietly move down this hallway to see what's down there.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Alrighty. Well. Hold up right there.
I would have told everybody that there was stuff down here.
Yeah.
Or something.
Shh. You know,
As
I
you're
was
walking
waiting
through-
for you to be done so that I could tell you that I was rolling perception while sitting there at that hallway.
Oh. Well, Pop,
Yeah, he said it a couple times.
did he? Okay. Oh.
Doesn't really matter. I
Of
mean,
course,
we were
one
just gonna
time
go down
I
the damn thing.
won't.
The one time. Yep. Your foot catches on something and you hear something flick around and an arrow. Dong.
Do I get like a?
And now
reflex
you've proven
save or
correct.
anything on that?
It's an attack roll against your armor class.
It rolled a 32.
It gets a
Traps
plus
are
15.
mean.
Traps are really mean.
Hang on a second.
But that's all it gets. It does not reset. Oh, and
yeah,
you hear voices.
Hang on. Hang on. I feel like I had a thing that was supposed to let me get an automatic check, but maybe that's at later levels. I think that's at later levels. Oh well.
Okay.
Well, they
Well-
know I'm coming.
Oh yeah, and on top of that, we're actually gonna roll initiative. Because you sprung the trap and now they're gonna engage. Yes. Rule me initiative. This module is pretty cool, but it is a pain to work with on the visual side on my part. Doot. I'm gonna grab something a little extra. Because this is gonna be the boss goblin. Let's grab something a little bit more exciting than the Octopath Traveler and Final Fantasy 13 music, eh? Although to be fair, I have nothing that sits between, like everything sits between, yay, happy-go-lucky music or the deepest, darkest action music you're going to find.
I was
nope.
the Diablo, but Diablo mostly
Play some Doom. I should
Rip
look
and
at
tear.
the Diablo soundtrack. I haven't thought of that one.
Diablo has a very wide range.
All right. I think what I'll do is this is gonna be way too epic for this, but I'm gonna do it because I like the soundtrack.
13th
Oh,
Warrior.
boy.
Despherosa or Dusufiro. One of my favorites. All right, I'm gonna roll their initiative. Boom. Begin combat. All right. So I'm gonna make them reveal. Okay.
How did you guys jump down the platform?
He's just going to ready to attack somebody who crosses through. Penumbra.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run into the middle of the room.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. So upon seeing this guy right here, he would stop.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright. But he did
And-
prepare to attack a creature that passes through.
Okay.
So, he'll go swing. Oh, gotta reveal. Gotta roll on this side. Nah, you're fine.
Yeah. And I'm gonna slash at him with my claws.
Alright.
Oh.
He is also fine.
We agree never to talk about this, right?
Not even gonna say anything.
Alright. This one is up. He is going to ready his bow. Move here. Which means that'll be his turn. Thorman.
Well, I love that he stopped right there.
You can go through me.
Yes,
Mhm.
I can. You're less than 50 feet. Okay. I'm going to be spending one of my spells to cast Bless.
Bless! Which is a saving spell, at least in 5e. Is it? I
It's very
bet it's
different.
gonna be good at this. Somewhat good at this one.
What does it do?
Each ally gains
How
a
do I
+1
cast
moral
it?
bonus on attack rolls and
Use
saving throws against fear effects, and that lasts for 1 minute per his caster level.
That's only against fear effects?
+1
Only
morale
against fear
bonus on
effects.
attack rolls.
But you
Oh,
also get that +1 bonus on attack rolls, which is pretty nice.
okay.
Bucks.
Very nice.
It's a
Okay.
morale bonus or competence
morale
bonus, or what
bonus.
is it listed as? Morale bonus.
Morale.
Awesome.
Alright.
So you don't
Is
stash.
it casted?
So I have a thingy that lets me go ahead and add that to you guys. I'm just copying it into your character sheets now. And that will
I don't know why
automatically apply the attack bonus. It won't apply the other bonus because it's situational.
Okay.
And I think that would have gotten everybody, or does it require line of sight?
It would have gotten everyone. Where I was, I could see everyone.
Right. So everybody should have that little cross sitting next to them. Bam. And I'll remove that. And yeah, it, as has now been revealed, you'll also see area effect templates will be placed for spells that have area of effects, which would be nice. Who needs to manually measure those? We've got tools. Alright, under the effects of Bless. That is your turn?
Yep.
Kauzric.
No, that's just 10. 15. 30.
I
Cool.
can't hear you. I can hear everyone else over the music, but I really can't hear you.
Oh, I was.
If
being
you
a
need to
little
turn it
quiet,
down, you can.
Oh, I've turned
Turn
it
it
down, but
down
I can
in your
hear
voice.
everyone else. I just can't hear him, like,
He was
music
being
on
really
or
quiet.
off. Okay.
I guess I'll dash.
Alright.
30. Okay, that's about as far as I can get.
If you dash, you were here, right?
Yeah.
Or if you were here, that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can take a second move, 35, 40.
No,
Five.
that was
No.
my second.
He was here when
Oh.
he took his second move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's on me. I wasn't paying attention to the map.
Nah, it's okay.
Alright. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Raza, you are up. Raza.
Oh my gosh. One of these days I'm going to remember
It's
my
okay.
name. Okay.
You're-
I am going
you're
to
getting
just
used to it.
move forward to here. And start
Bardic
my bardic performance for Inspire Courage. Thankfully, it's competence for attack and damage rolls, so it stacks with morale. Plus a 1 on any saving throws against charm. And anyone who can hear me. I don't know if I need to make a performance check. Some of them require it, some of them don't.
Alright. me see
I
if I
don't
can
think
find
that
that
one
buff
does.
so I can apply it manually or automatically. Okay.
Oh, that's
and
for
that
attack
is-
and damage rolls.
Yeah. So now everyone's got a +2 attack and a +1 damage.
Sweet. I can add that buff to your character sheets. It's
All right, and I'm not sure
Inspire
how to
Courage.
make this track for me because I can only do this for 7 rounds.
All right. Well, let's see. Features. And you activated it once. Okay, it's not subtracting uses. How many uses do you normally get, right? It's 7, but what's the formula?
Yeah, 7. It is. Let me see. It's in the Bardic Performance one. It's 4 plus my Charisma modifier.
Okay, 4 plus attributes. Ugh, that's
And then it'll be 2 more for every level.
and it's your modifier.
Yes.
For now. Why is it? Oh, okay. So it's marked off that you. No, it's just refusing to acknowledge the effect appropriately.
Now it says 7
4
out of
plus-
6.
Yeah, 4 plus 3 should be 7, not 6. It's putting your maximum at 6. 4 plus abilities, charisma base mod. Your charisma base mod is +3. Program.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'll do this the old-fashioned way. The temporary fix. I'll put an extra +1 in the equation, and I'll fix it later. Alright, so, and that uses up the first use of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set your token to display that ability, resources, Bardic Performance, as your second resource. So when you click on your token, you'll see now there's a blue box above you.
Okay.
That
Awesome.
will be where you can track that.
Sounds good. Yep, everyone who can hear me.
And now I
Oh,
get to
allies.
quickly put the buff in there. Luckily, these buffs will stay, and I can just deactivate them. So, you know, every time you activate one of these, I can just flick the button in their buffs tab, and it'll take effect. Woohoo. Wow. And everybody can hear in here. This place echoes like a beast. Pop, pop, pop. Alright. Everybody's starting to get beefed up. Alright. And that is your turn, yes?
Yes.
Alright, as music begins to play, goblins have come to play themselves. This one's going to use all of its movement to just start going up the stairs. Alright,
What's it doing
and
up
this
there?
guy.
They come too early. I, great champion, I will kill you.
Bring it on.
He will step forward. This little critter is brandishing also a battle axe. Alright, and he will get to make one attack on Penumbra.
Holy shit.
That's a 21 to hit for 3 damage. Chop.
Ouch.
I am best warrior.
We'll see about that.
Okay, I will reveal these goblins' initiatives because they have gone. Alright. And this one will now go. And he is also going to move to get up here. Trying to execute their plan, but their plan's probably not going to work as well as they had hoped. Okay, Tarrlok.
Hall is crowded.
Indeed.
Going to dash over to there.
Okay. All right. Falgorhiem.
Alright. There. Hey, I can see stuff. There's a lot of people in the way. Only one thing to do. Magic miss again.
Hoorah! Let's
Alright.
go! Give me that plus 100 roll. There's only one target you could hit. Bap!
Ah,
Yep.
that hurt.
Oh,
That hurt.
Yep.
We know, like.
I'll move to finish by moving up there. And that's me.
all right. That's, I think, your last spell slot.
I might be wrong, but it says I have 4.
Yeah, you get bonus based on your casting mod. I've got 4 as well.
I actually have a ton more spells than I should, or vice versa. It's not bringing my bonus spells into my character sheet.
Your character spells.
And I think it's because of the base class I chose.
Well, I've set it so it should auto-calculate.
Yeah, it's only
And
giving me the
based off your
2,
wisdom.
but
Oh, because you did the weird
yeah,
thing instead
But I
of
should have
charisma
one more.
thing.
first level.
Huh.
Pretty
Strange.
damn sure.
We'll refigure that out, I guess.
What is your ability score, if I can ask? On that.
I got a 17 wisdom, so it should be 1 first level, 1 second level, 1 third level as bonus spells.
Yep. Good.
Yeah. You're a prepared caster. You're not an arcanist. Yeah, medium caster progression.
That will stop.
I hit that hit. Nope. Huh. Strange. Yeah, you should have at least, you know.
Still probably factoring in his charisma instead.
Well, Warpriest, I can set
Oh, I'm
what
thinking of the other
attribute it uses.
class. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the other player.
And I can easily set that it's a
No.
drop-down menu thing. It's just not applying this thing.
No, it's
that's
fine.
that's
It
why,
is.
because you start with 1 first level spell slot, and then you
Yeah.
get a second one because of the heightened skill. Because you're a half
Yep,
caster.
I see it. I see it now. I was still going off the cleric build.
It's the same with the bard. They start
I
with
see it.
1. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's Goblin. I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna stab you.
Nope.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna go over into this corner and wallow in shame.
He's
Is he
gonna
actually moving
take a
away?
5-foot step.
Oh. Boo.
You know what? Nah, let's go full move. Get that opportunity
Okay.
attack because it's funny.
Oh.
That does not hit him though. Alright. Penumbra.
I'm going to 5-foot step right there. And I'm going to full round attack that guy.
Okay. You can do that. Free action does not impede on full round. Oh, wow. That's 2 22s and 2 3s for damage. Wow.
But no sneak attack.
Nope.
Sad
That is
day.
still 6 points of damage.
Ah! You fight good. I fight gooder.
Penumbra is just gonna start cursing at him in Infernal.
I don't get it.
Alright, this one's going to just use his bow. He's gonna follow orders. He's gonna shoot into the hallway. So Kauzric here is target. Single attack. 16 to hit on Kauzric will hit for 1 point. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Thorman!
So
Somebody get in here.
Hey! It's hammer time. And no, that wasn't something I've been waiting to say.
I liked it. Very good.
I'll be here.
No. Just stay right there at the mouth of the hallway. And then I can move right here and flank him.
Well, I have a reach weapon, so I actually have to be
Here.
a little bit away. Yeah,
Here
I have to
would
be
work.
Here.
Right there would work.
He
And
can
then
go
I
here
would
and
be able
flank
to
because you
flank
just
right
have to
here.
be threatening. Yeah. You have to
Yep.
just be opposite sides and threatening.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
And you can try to swing at him.
Oh, I'm gonna swing at him. Unfortunately, my blessings expired. But I'm gonna
That's
cream
gonna
him.
hit.
Very nice.
Bah!
14
Oh
damage.
wow, you killed my boss.
Ah!
Smash! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Kauzric. My little goblin commando didn't even get to use power attack. He got freaking blasted. Well,
How many points of
Kauzric, it's
overkill?
your turn.
How many points of overkill?
By 1.
Aw.
So, he could have survived that attack if it was just a bit lower.
I rolled
Next time I'll custom build him.
25.
And I'm gonna take a big ol' swing at that one.
Alright.
Actually,
Cleave! Kill!
What kind of action would it be to pick up the other one's body?
It would be your
You would
regular
do
action,
your action.
probably.
Yeah, would definitely take your action.
Dang it. Okay, never mind. I'll just swing at him.
Let me guess, you wanted to hit him with body.
Uh-huh.
12 is gonna miss the little goblin.
Alright.
Don't worry, you'll get another chance. He's got a bow out. Alright. Raza, Bard.
Okay, one quick question, because now I'm confused, because I shouldn't have as many spells as I do. I should have 1 from my class and 1 from my ability score, but it's giving me 4.
It is. You know what? It's because I didn't set you to a medium progression. There we go.
Okay. Wait.
You are now on medium progression.
I was gonna heal Penumbra, but he ran off. And
You should have one slot left.
25.
Hey, look, you can help me.
I will use that spot.
Boom. The boy feels better.
And since I made an action, barter performance would normally drop, but I've got lingering performance, so it'll keep going for 2 more rounds.
Well, you can also sustain it. You don't have to sustain it as an action. That becomes, I think, a swift action to sustain the performance.
Not this
It's
level?
just to start it. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, that's on me.
Oh, yep. Contained each for free. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So if you want to
That'll
spend
be my
another one,
turn.
you just change that 6 to a 5.
Actually, I'm gonna stick this way. No, I'll stick with that one. And in my turn.
You're gonna end the performance and use the lingering performance to keep it around?
Oh, no, I'm sustaining it. I'm just ending my turn. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna keep going with Inspire Courage.
Alrighty. Bomb.
Oh no. They got through. Keep to the plan.
Okay. Zoop. Alright. And he's going to come up here. And with a bow drawn, is going to shoot Falgorhiem.
Oh, don't do that.
Is there an elevation bonus?
I'm pretty sure that smacks me.
Okay. Probably. Oh, range does not get a bonus for being on higher ground. Interesting. Okay, 13 versus your 10. Yep, that's
Yeah.
gonna hit you, man.
Hmm.
But that's 1 point.
Pip.
Alright. He's dead, so it's his turn. Whop. I'm gonna make him make a perception check to see if he notices the guy hiding down below. Where's his skills? There they are. No, that is not above my presented threshold. I'm sorry, Falgorhiem. You're getting another arrow shot at you. Another one. Pop. As arrows just. Alright, but that'll end the goblins' turns. Tarrlok. There are arrows flying over your head.
I'm gonna try to make a climb check to get up.
Okay. Okay, that is enough to pass. I just gotta check what action it takes. Okay, part of a move action. Okay. So it's a move action. So you
Okay.
can, with your move action, pop up there.
Cool. Could I also move 5 feet here?
It says, let me check it. It
But it
is.
said it's part of a move action.
It's part of a move action, so yes. I'd say you'd have at least like 5 feet left.
I only need
Okay.
5 feet. Alright, so
Hello there. Can I help you with something?
first time doing the dagger attacks. Let's see if this works.
Oh. Whoa, wait. Did the Oracle beef out on strength? Oh my gosh, you did! You eviscerate the little guy!
Secretly under that cloak is a bunch of muscle.
I was not expecting a muscle caster.
Muscle caster, best caster.
Oh, indeed. Oh my gosh. You just flip out a knife and stab.
Turn around to the other one.
Just like-
You're next.
Oh man, he's so cool. With that mask and all.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I think
I'm scared of you.
Can I-
Falgorhiem.
Divine Casters.
I can't see over this wall, can I?
For some reason it's not letting you see the little guys. You should be able to see them. There's one alive up here.
Cool.
You know what? I'm gonna remove the walls because they're no longer needed because we're no longer in an exploration mode.
Alright, I will move closer within range for Arcane Bolt.
Ooh! Go ahead and give me that attack. Well, that's not working. Let's-
Yeah,
An arcane bolt.
yeah, that doesn't work, so then
That's
I
not
will-
working. Because that's not adding. Because you're supposed to be adding your dexterity bonus to that attack roll, which is nothing. So I guess that
Mhm.
wouldn't matter. Unless it's special.
then I will move back to here.
Okay, let's see if doing this will work better. Ray of magic forces. Okay. Well, guess I've got to quickly create this attack for you. I thought it worked, but it didn't. Range spell attack. And the damage is 1d4 plus. What's the modifier? 1 for every 2 sorcerer levels you possess.
+0 right now.
Yeah. Okay. And you can do that 6 times. Which
Yep.
I got the formula to work right, but for some reason it just does not want to do damage formula for you properly. So I guess I'll just copy that. Boop. I am sorry for the nature of some of these things sometimes. One standard. Limited uses. Pop. Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and give me another arcane bolt attack with the fireball-y one. Yeah. Okay, see, now that's working.
Cool.
Alright. There we go. So that's 2 points of force damage. Zoop. Now, what's bugging me is it won't apply my damage to my monsters sometimes. Okay, there we go. Now it applied. Okay. Alright. Goblin.
I try again.
He's actually gonna use this as a charge attack to try and get that little extra +2 bonus to his attack roll.
Still not
16.
enough.
Still
Oh,
not
+2.
enough.
Oh, you added the +2 to that.
I did.
Yeah, not enough.
This is not worth it.
You think so?
Alright. Penumbra. He dare strike at you. Again.
Oh man, I tempted to come up here and go after that guy instead.
Flanking. Well,
I
there's
think I
one
wanna
way
do
you
that.
could do that without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Oh yeah?
You can attempt a tumble check.
Is that like an acrobatics?
It's an acrobatics skill check.
Okay.
But you can only move half your movement, but you can increase the DC by 10 to move your full movement.
I need...
But I do warn, should you fail the check, you don't get to move and you take an attack of opportunity.
I only need 15 feet.
Alright.
Okay.
You are good to move. You dive and roll past his attempts to swing at you, which are RP attempts because it doesn't cost his attack of opportunity.
And then
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna claw attack this guy. Oh, I hit full
Ooh,
round. Oh no, that's a crit.
that
Does that
is a
confirm?
confirmed crit.
Sweet. Plus
Oh,
sneak attack
no!
damage.
Plus sneak attack.
So that's 16 damage to
Pop.
that guy.
Pop goes the weasel.
He just got eviscerated.
Indeed. You guys are cleaning up these goblins. Alright. Thorman, you are up.
You sure you're adding the +2 on your flanking bonus to attack as well?
Oh, we have not been adding that, but luckily every time he's
Well,
flanked,
this is
he's
the
hit.
first. Yeah,
Yep.
it didn't
I
matter
forgot
this
that
time
was a-
anyway, 'cause it was a crit.
Well, free 5-foot step, and
Heck, you don't even need to take a 5-foot step. He's within your range.
I didn't even see him there. I had to take a 5-foot step just to see him, according to your programming.
Oh. Weird. Yeah, sometimes the line of sight gets a
So-
little weird sometimes.
I have to add, so it's actually a 19 to hit, because we're still not doing weapon focus. But it's
Is it
17
not?
damage.
Yeah, that dude's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, that goblin's a goner.
Smushed.
Pop.
Finally, I'm out of my suffering.
So that just leaves
Alright,
whatever's left.
yeah, that's a
for the other
golf ball
striker.
swing, like, and his body just flops.
I was thinking more from the top down overhead. Driving
Yes,
the nail
smashing
into the
into the
ground.
skull. Yes, alright. He crumples under the weight. Kauzric. There aren't many targets here anymore.
Penumbra would point up the stairs. I saw a couple run that way.
Alright.
As I run away, I say, don't touch those heads, they're mine.
You are welcome to
My
them.
heads. Do we have a new Reku?
What?
Only Spencer would get that reference. But there is lore behind that.
Okay. That part. Oh, wait, second. And there we go. That's as far.
Okay.
Alright.
Raza, the Bard.
I'm not expending another performance, but it will continue for 2 rounds
All right, 2 more rounds.
without
But
taking
don't
from my
decrease.
thing. Yep.
Yeah.
And I will
That's a cool
follow. So, yeah, that was my
Alrighty.
feat.
That's a pretty cool one. It's one of my favorite things about this system so far is just like there are feats that are intended to improve your classes.
Yeah, you customize essentially.
Yeah, I like it. It can lead to some
build your own
pretty
class.
busted builds. Yeah,
Oh,
I like
for
that.
sure.
Right,
It's
and
easy to
that's
bust the system with that stuff, but still, it's cool.
movement
I can
and
find my
action move. So that'll be my turn.
All right.
Goblin. This goblin. The only one left alive. Uh-oh. I gotta shoot him.
He's gonna arrow the scary muscle caster. Nope.
He's gonna
no,
try.
he's gonna die. He's dead. Tarrlok, would you like to finish this little goblin off? Knife. Oh my gosh. He's an oracle. He's. Would you like? Do you want to describe this kill?
Stabs. He stabs him in the chest.
Okay. Right. You just like standing still, zoom up to him, and then just. Gotta stop editing them on that one. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Well, that's that combat done. As there are no more goblins for you to kill.
I jump out ready to cast another spell, and oh look, the hooded figure has killed everything up there.
I'm gonna
Gosh.
collect the rest of
You're
my
welcome.
heads.
Oh yes. Let's not forget the importance of collecting the heads.
Oh, no need to show off.
So you're.
Alright, I'm gonna do
Are you the one
something,
that's
man.
5'3"?
That's me. That would be the
Okay.
friendly tiefling rogue.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I
what.
thought it was the haired guy that's
speed-
now packing around 9 goblin heads.
No,
It's a lot of heads.
You like that? What can I say?
Yeah, but you are making a mess. Those heads
actually
are
is
still
nice.
bleeding a little bit.
Any that
Yeah.
gets on me, I prestidigitate away the blood off my clothing, just immediately cleaning it.
I'm just quickly doing some rolls, and now I have to do this because you're very close to it. I would say there's a how much of a chance his echo would still be here. I'll probably give it. It would be the first time. Yeah. Kauzric, you're not sure what it is, but you feel tempted to lift one over your head and give a battle cry. This is not an enforced action. It's just a strange sensation.
I do it very confused. I just
Okay.
like, what?
The echo of Reku lives on. I'm gonna have to get in touch with one of my players about something. Okay.
Oh, fetch.
Alright. Well, you've got a nice string of goblin heads, which kind of makes more like a coat of a belt if you wear it.
Belt.
Yes.
Any other
The
loot?
space seems, well, easy to find stuff. There's about oh wow. Okay, so looking at about 19 gold pieces just collected on them. You will be getting quest reward, of course, from the guild as well. But I will say, while it's not been appraised, his axe is extra nice.
Hang on. I have the appraise skill.
Indeed. Oh, that was close. Close to a 20. However, that will still be enough. Yeah. He is carrying a masterwork battle axe.
I would lift that up and be like, look at it for a second. Huh. This is a masterwork. Worth a fair amount of money. It's also better than pretty much anything we have. And then there's like one person that uses the battle axe, right?
Does it fit my size?
Small size.
Oh, your size. This one is technically a medium, so I should have been making those attack rolls with lower, but he only got one and it would have hit you anyway.
I just meant for use of holding.
It is fit for a medium creature.
Okay, so I can use.
Yes.
Yeah, because I like to make my treasure usable by my players.
I will take this if this is okay with the rest of you.
All right, would you pointer your token so I can throw it on your character sheet? Okay, so you would like it. All right. Pop.
I'm gonna take a look around for anything extraordinary. Oh, look at that. I actually rolled a good perception roll.
That is a good one. All right. Zoop. Remove that from its inventory because he's dead. Well, this wall's weird.
Wall is weird.
Yeah, there are little scratches underneath it. They seem to go into the wall.
Smash it.
I'm gonna start searching for a lock or a mechanism to open it.
All right. As you kind of lightly push to try and figure out what's going on here, the wall will slightly shift as you have found a secret door.
Do I need to roll to unlock it or to open it or anything? Or...
Nope. It shifts under the push of your weight.
Ooh.
Nice find.
All right.
Do I
Not
find
sure
anything
why my
interesting
talk
in
bubble
here?
is appearing so far below me.
Sometimes it gets a little busted. Sadly, I've only been able to figure out... the only solution I've been able to find is reloading the page. Sometimes it gets itself locked to a spot for some reason.
There's no traps in here, are there?
With that roll, I'll let that roll cover over. No. But there is something kind of weird going on here. There's a series of statues, each one depicting a man with a scythe and a sack of grain in his other hand.
Would I recognize that as symbolic of anything, or?
Oh, easily. That is a common depiction of the god Aex, believed to be the patron deity of humans. He is also the Redeemer god.
Interesting.
Okay, there
with
is
the
one
statues.
more thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
I have one more thing. I just didn't populate the scene properly with it yet.
Mm.
Ooh.
There sits an untouched by time greatsword resting upon the coffin here.
I'm going to look it over.
All right.
See if I can figure out what it is, or at least how much it's worth.
All right.
Oh, that's not. That was
Acrobatics.
acrobatics. That was supposed to be
Yeah.
appraise.
All right.
Oh, that was almost so good.
Ballpark 300 to 800 gold, maybe. Sell it.
Mm-hmm. Although technically, my acrobatics and my appraise bonus are the same. Can we count that first roll?
Normally, I don't run that way. I'll let it. This first session. With a 25, this is not an identified check, but it is an appraise, so you can guess the value of this item. Now I gotta check. Can appraise actually identify an item?
I wouldn't be able
I don't
to identify like specifically what it does or anything, but I do believe it would allow me to know if it's magical or not.
Yeah. This is definitely a magic sword. Easily within 2,000 gold at least worth.
Ooh.
The blade, let me go ahead and get my description for it. This great sword has a soft brown wooden handle and a golden pommel with light blue metal for the crossguard and the blade itself. Decorated within the blade is a set of old Arcesian runes writing the word Tenek.
Does that mean anything to me?
Tenek is the name of the town and the borough. And I can add extra context on the grave is also Tenek. Holy Circle, rank 1.
Interesting.
Next,
Good.
if we take a rest, I can tell you exactly what that sword is.
Is there anything special about the statues? Anything that sticks out to me, or are they just statues?
Well, most people don't get an underground burial with a holy depiction of a figure unless they were very, very closely associated with its worship. But they probably don't have, from what you can currently tell, they don't seem to have any special nature to them other than that they are there and seem to be set in positions of respect.
Does the name ring any bells?
It's the name
That
of the
is
town.
definitely a history check. That's actually a knowledge history or religion check to know who Tenek was.
Oh, nobility.
That's just the same for both of those for me. So
yeah, I don't have either of those trained. Nice.
Okay. Tenek himself, the name doesn't pop up other than the history of founding the village of Tenek. But old stories say that those of the Holy Circle order were the descendants, or perhaps even reincarnations, perhaps if you believe in that stuff, of the original 12 Knights of Arcesia. Basically my setting's version of the Knights of the Round Table, who supposedly ascended into a pseudo-state of godhood, and the legends say are reborn as champions of the mortal realm in times of dire need. The warriors of the Holy Circle Order were believed to be these reincarnations. No proof, of course.
I will bring this all up. Just share that information with everybody.
Penumbra would also bring up that the ones he saw up the stairs were all high-ranking members of the Holy Order as well.
Hmm.
Oh, I had said I was against grave robbing, but does it seem a shame to leave a sword? We're not breaking into coffins and taking people's jewelry or bodies.
The
Can
sword's
any of
not
us
in the
use it?
coffin.
I mean, I've heard tale of curses befalling people messing with places like this, but who knows?
Does
Those
she
are just
seem an awful
stories.
shame to leave such a weapon sitting idly by?
Can any of you use that weapon?
What type of sword did you say it was?
Use it.
It is a great sword.
I mean, I can use it, but
Two-handed.
or
Painful two-hander.
Might as well take it with us, I suppose. Shouldn't
And
an artifact like this shouldn't just be lying in a tomb, should it?
if none of us wish to use it, then we could sell it.
Or take it back to the guild, maybe they'll reward us for it.
Yes.
I'm very curious, though, to see
It
what exactly it is before we hand it over.
wouldn't have been left out if they didn't expect somebody to eventually take it.
Down behind a closed secret door.
I love your logic.
Well, I guess all there is now is to report back.
I suppose. Yeah.
And,
Take
sorry,
the sword.
you take the sword?
I'm telling somebody to take the sword, but
Oh, okay. Who takes
if
it?
nobody grabs it, I will.
Because I need to know whose inventory I'm going to plop it in.
Someone who can at least use it, I'd say.
Uh,
I can pick it up.
Yeah, if we take a rest, since it was a day here, I'll need rest.
Was
Cast
that,
identify first thing in the
Kauzric who
morning.
said he can take it?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me go ahead and end my state of... Wait. I think I broke the tile. Dang it! I love playing with the tiles. It's such a great way to add more. Frustration is it uses
Also, while they're doing that, Penumbra's going to go back up the stairs to where those other ones are.
Alright. Okay.
He's just going to take a closer look at him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I would like to write down names of at least all the Holy Order people. The names of the gods we saw scratched into the other three. I've got ink and paper. If you want to shoot that to me after, I can put it into my notes.
Yeah, I've got to recreate their names because I lost the notes on that. I gotta be more organized about this stuff. Yeah. Ranks 1 through 6, or 6 through 11.
Did we look at these ones? Were they ranked?
These ones, 1, 2, 3. I would actually have to check that, but I believe they are not members of the Holy Circle, but you would have another Griffin rank, I believe 20. like rank or dragon rank 21, turtle rank 15, stuff like that. Okay. And I'll get that list configured together and update you on that so that you can have that in case it ever comes up. Alright. And you can indeed leave the staircase and you must gather your party before venturing forth and all that Baldur's Gate stuff. Actually enjoying that game quite a bit.
I just picked it up over the weekend.
Well,
Is it out?
I mean
It's
the first
in early
two.
access.
I've just picked up the first
There's
two
still a goblin
recently.
alive.
Oh, he's not marked dead, but he is dead. Dead. Tiny skull.
Yeah. Do I find anything else about these that sticks out to me?
Well, their names should be listed there, but other than that, they are listed as the Holy Circle, rank 6 through 11. But that would be it.
Can I crack one of them open?
You
while
want to
nobody else
crack
is
one
around?
of them open.
Well, like push it open
Ooh.
while nobody else is around.
Give me a strength check.
Oh boy. Could be worse.
Alright. Give me a moment. I'm gonna roll something. Okay. And one last roll. Let's see.
I have a bad feeling about this.
How unfortunate. Nothing happens. But as you peek in, you will see what appears to be old, rusted armor resting in its place. Hands upon its chest. The equipment here is definitely aged. They were either not buried with their proper equipment, or their proper equipment was not well suited or magical in nature.
Okay. I'll close it back up then and move on.
All right. All right. If you want me to, I can just quickly rush you to the rest of the group.
Sure.
I'm going to drop your buffs. All right. I'll just pop you like that. Oh, that didn't play nice with you. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, my screen is freaking out over here. All right. Zoom. All right. Let me go ahead and mark off your buffs since you're no longer under the effects of Bless or Inspired. Okay. So, with that, and your remaining food supply good enough to arrive back to your intended destination. Somebody wanted to identify the sword?
Yeah, you'd said it took a day to get here, so I figured we had a rest for me to get a spell back.
Indeed. Would you
Identify.
like to give me the roll on that?
How do I get my spells back?
You can hit the rest button on your main summary page.
Alright. So it says it gives me a +10 enhancement bonus on spellcraft to identify the properties.
Indeed. Which means you're almost guaranteed to get a successful check.
Realizing now I should put a rank into spellcraft.
That's alright. I will allow the spell to override it in this situation.
What do I roll? Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It roll? It's dark and out. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so at 22. Let me go ahead and check the item itself for the DC. Because it does have it listed there. Pop up. It technically is not enough to beat the DC.
Alrighty. Next level. I'll put a rank in that.
But does somebody want to assist? Because an assist would give enough of a bonus. They literally just need one point of assistance.
Definitely assist.
23.
Which class is it, or which skill would you need?
Honestly,
spellcraft.
It would be a spellcraft check. Yep.
I was gonna say I have used magic device, but I do not have spellcraft.
That's okay.
Yeah, I would assist.
All right.
Or yeah.
Skills, spellcraft. Shoot.
Well, if I'm holding the thing, I'd imagine that as a Warpriest, I could also help.
Yeah. Dang. Falgorhiem, you could probably identify it without the spell. Or Falgorhiem, you could probably identify it without the spell. Because you've got a point.
If I play 40k, and every time you say Falgorhiem,
yeah, that's what I keep thinking about ever since.
I'm sorry. Would you like to give us a check?
Sure.
Sorry. This sword is an enigma. Alright. I will assume that you can take a 20 throughout the day because there is no consequence to failing.
Alright.
Can I do a use magic device? I'm joking. I've only got +1 to that, so.
Only if it's got a spell in it. Okay. Yeah, so this is the Sword of Tennek. Let me go ahead and identify it. I put it in Kauzric's inventory. Was that correct?
No, it was supposed to be in Thorman's.
Okay, I can fix that by... Oh, hey, look. Can we gift that to the right guy? There we go. Boom. Gifted. It's now in your inventory. I will hit it as identified so you can read the description, but I will read to you what this weapon is and what it does. So, the Sword of Tennek. It is not a very complicated magic weapon, but it speaks somewhat to the age of its creation. This sword is a Chaos Bane, or Chaotic Bane Greatsword. So, which, for those who do not know, that means that it gets a +2 bonus on attack rolls against outsiders of the Chaotic subtype. And damage rolls get a 2d6 added to their damage against such creatures. AKA, it hates a particular thing, and it does a really good job at making that thing hurt.
Good thing I'm not the Chaotic subtype outsider.
Yeah, good thing.
Demons are a Chaotic type outsider.
Yeah. I am a native type outsider.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta set its weight properly. It's 8. And it is way more expensive. You guys properly identified its worth. It's at least 2,000 gold.
I already knew that.
Indeed. Harnesses.
The chaotic is a subtype of outsider, or is it like an outsider with the chaotic alignment?
Chaotic is a subtype. So like creatures from Limbo would also count.
Or
demons.
Pandemonium. Yeah.
Pandemonium.
Demon.
Limbo.
Okay, so it won't hurt me.
Yeah.
No.
Extra.
The actual alignment doesn't necessarily matter, just the type.
Yeah. This was created to vanquish a specific kind of creature, not an alignment of beings. Okay. And it's a magic greatsword. Alright. With that, I should be able to pop you guys here, drop you all down 10 feet.
Oh, I wish I had a different spell, because he rolls as good as I do, and
Yeah.
use a spell.
The spell.
I forgot that Identify is not a Evol like 5th edition.
Yeah, that's something that I'm still getting used to as a DM. Alright. I will return you. It will probably take a little bit to load the map, since I did not preload it. But I thought I set it to preload while we were taking care of some of this stuff. I can only preload one map at a time, apparently. So, as you travel on the road, if you want to give any banter, loading time is a great time for that.
So we've been on the road for 2 days, and we still haven't seen your face.
Ah. Am I going to be doing more work with you?
They said like us to stay together.
Well, then I suppose I could.
I don't even
And
know your guys' names.
He'll take off the mask and
Oh
reveal
god, put it back on, you're ugly.
reveal his spider-like skin.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's revealed to be a
So-
drow.
Yeah, he has got dark, almost pitch black like skin, and all drow have a spider carapace like texture to their skin.
Interesting.
So, Josh,
Yeah.
what? Because I don't. What would a dwarf's relation to a drow be in this setting?
Not typically positive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Although, to
cool,
be
you
fair-
got black skin like mine.
Most surface dwellers don't get along with the underground folk.
Penumbra doesn't give a crap.
Okay.
Of course, that statement is on more of the larger society level. The individual is the individual.
Well, I don't know what brought you quite up this far from your home underneath. But whatever it was, welcome to the group, I suppose.
Well, thank you.
Is this a group? Are we planning on staying together, or are you all?
I have no objections.
Kind of feels like a group.
May not be on our hands if we're part of the guild.
I mean, I like you guys.
Well, all right then.
We get to name our group, or are we just part of guild?
That's up to you. The guild will not determine that stuff for you.
There's like no rules against it.
Nope. Alright.
Mm.
Most everybody is finally starting to load in.
Why would we need a group name?
Well, so that
Assume they have multiple groups coming in and out, and we'll just be group like 242. We're gonna give group 242 this job.
A number? Yeah.
And look at all the graves we just saw. They all had different groupings.
plus hopefully a name should
Alright.
bring us more recognition if we're going to be working for the guild for much longer, or for a while.
My computer is wigging out. It's giving me mixed signals on who has loaded and who hasn't. Who has loaded?
Me.
I have.
Okay.
And
Bum,
I am
bum.
looting.
Yeah, kick me out.
I
Have
am
to rejoin.
Okay.
I'm loaded in.
So, as you
grab
arrive
the
back,
gold from in there.
huh?
Just curious if we're splitting the gold that was found in there too.
That is a good question.
Yes.
I guess that is the answer.
It was what, 44 gold and some trinkets?
There
34
was
gold. There were
44
2 or
gold
3
the first-
amulets, and then 19 gold.
Yeah.
So 63 gold.
Yeah, I'll probably go like that. Alright. Well,
So, if it were 63 gold, we could split it 6 ways and leave the extra 3 to, well, for lack of a better term, our scout here.
Our scout?
I don't know what. That's just what I observed you doing a lot. If it's
Sounds
not a
better
role,
than thief.
is that not a role you would prefer
it's
to
fine.
serve?
It's fine. I'm just messing.
I'm fine with giving him the 3 extra. He checked traps so well, except the one he got hit by.
Yeah, that's because you guys are like, why are you checking for traps?
I only thought that. You listen to
Paranoia
me.
pays off.
It sure would have paid off.
the one time it didn't roll well. But hey,
That was the one time he didn't roll at all.
Yeah,
he did
it was-
actually check. Or somebody
Earlier
did.
on, I didn't check going into that hallway.
Oh, somebody else did, but their roll wasn't high enough to detect it.
My roll
Okay.
might not have been high enough to detect it either. I'm gonna have to take some feats or something.
Alright. As you return back, crossing around and taking the wide gate around the vile bile swamp that the city is so precariously built close to, but the air fills with the seawater flowers that sit within the harbor, blocking out that horrid scent. You wander, passing under the shadow of the great labyrinthium in the center of the city, a large, library labyrinth tower that acts as the big landmark of the city, and eventually arrive back at the guild hall of Burnwolf's Guild of Adventurers, returning with literal physical evidence of your victory.
Now slightly bad after a day in the sun.
Oh yeah, they're cooked.
They are
Yeah.
not smelling good.
No.
Not that goblins start off smelling good.
My, that's a... Well... It would seem you have returned and quite victorious. And he just pinches his nose.
I'm gonna walk outside and go over here.
Oh, all right. Well, with that, you are officially written into the guild. I will have your names officially submitted into our ranks. And from there, we can... that will come with all the benefits of being a guild member and taking on guild quests. You'll have access to the stockpile, as well as greater access to, jobs of the variety than freelance would. But we will bother with that after you get yourselves a rest. If you need to spend your evening in a more cramped shall we say, cheaper environment, we do have some rooms here. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Your payment. And he will set down 6 bags. One for each of you.
I'll walk up and take it. How much is in it?
120 gold each.
Nice.
Okay.
Then what was the division on the original that we found?
It was 10 for everyone,
Yeah, it was 10
except
each.
13 for you, I think.
Yeah.
13 for
30 gold total.
Penumbra.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead, in your inventories, go ahead and add 130 gold, except Penumbra, who gets to add 131, or 133.
Oh, that's adding in that.
Yeah.
So we got 120 from this.
Yep. Okay. Well, and that is the finished quest of Tenix Barrow, which will be the end of our session and hopefully the start to quite an enjoyable campaign. I am quite liking the characters that have been put before me.